Step into the day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
It is a Thursday. It is a klein Vrydag.
Yes,
it is
please.
almost the weekend.
I'm here for it. How you guys doing?
I'm actually doing very good this morning.
I like y'all in blues, looking good. We came dressed to the
Matchy,
nines.
matchy, man.
I like
Yeah,
it
I like it.
matching. It's a romantic
Absolutely.
moment.
And good morning to you, Mzansi. Obviously, another 3 hours of magic awaits you. We are so excited, so ready to serve you for the next. And let me tell you, there's a lot to look forward to. We're talking about famous people, people that you should know about. And if you don't, we're going to make sure that you do, because we've got a lot to share when it comes to two absolute icons in the music game, right?
Carl and I. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you.
I love it. We are talking about Bob Dylan in particular, and then also one of my absolute favorites, Luther Vandross. R.I.P. to him. And thank you for the music, Luther. So they both released biopics, or at least posthumously, and it's absolutely incredible. JP's here to review them.
It's going to be a fantastic show. I mean, Bob Dylan, Luther Vandross.
Imagine.
It's just it's a double. It's one of those things, though. And I think these biopics, what's happening is that Marvel is now not like taking over. Now we can go back into the musical origins of these amazing people. And I think that's why I love these movies as well. And you know what the great thing is, that when you watch these movies, when these songs that you recognize in the theaters, you now get a chance to sing along with it. And I think that's like exciting theater is back in that way.
It is back. It's getting exciting, and it's going to get even more so because, like we said, JP Sebastian's in the building. He's going to bring through some of these absolutely iconic reviews so we can dive straight into it. And speaking of, we don't have lots of time to waste, so let's dive straight into the conversation with you, Mzansi, because we love having a conversation before we get into the good stuff. So this morning, Carlitos, what's on the forefront of our questions for the people?
Well, I mean, as I said, you know, biopics are fantastic because you get a chance to enjoy the richness of somebody's origin story, and also you get to sing along in the theater. But I think it's only appropriate for us to say we got Luther Vandross and we got Bob Dylan. Those biopics are taking over today. But if there's another musician or maybe an actor that you'd like to get an origin biopic about, who would it be? Like, which one would be interesting enough to create a movie about?
Bro, I'm like still to this day so impressed, so inspired, still so moved by Michael Jackson. If I could see MJ in a biopic, and I know there've been like certain ones in the past.
Coming. You know that,
Wait, what?
It's coming.
You're lying.
With the nephew.
When?
Yeah, it's coming this year.
What? Okay,
it's on its way.
Clearly, I'm hyped and excited for this. Not just this year, but today, especially because it's like biopic season. Do you have one on the top
Of course, Chester Bennington, lead man of Linkin Park. I would love to check a backstory, top to bottom, about that man's life, how he got the screaming down for his voice, though. And I think it'll be so cool to, you know, understand what was going through, you know, his head, what was in his mind, the build-up, the beginning of Linkin Park. Like, I think that'll be fantastic. So
I'd say
Chester Bennington biopic, like, please let that be next.
Absolutely. So come through, Mzansi. Let us know what you're feeling when it comes to these artists. Hopefully you're not feeling too numb. See what I did there? Like what I did there. But of course, come through with a great conversation. Use the hashtag Expresso Show, and let's get this conversation going. For now, the official duties must commence, since Carissa's standing by with the latest.
Thank you, Jens. 3 minutes after 6. Let's get into those national news headlines first, where the South African motorists are bracing for a fourth consecutive fuel price hike, with increases expected from February. Now, the Central Energy Fund projects petrol 93 and 95 unleaded to rise by 81 cents and 75 cents per litre, respectively, while diesel prices could jump by up to 90 cents. Now, the rising costs are attributed to a combination of the depreciating rand and the continued increase in the prices of oil due to ongoing unrest in the Middle East. Sticking to your national news, 5 suspects are charged with the murder of popular musician Keenan, a.k.a. Forbes, and his friend Tebela Moswane will return to the Durban Magistrates Court on February 7th. 2 of the witnesses, Mzwithemba Gwabeni as well as Lindokuhle Ndimande, were denied bail for a second time after presenting a new application, claiming new facts had emerged. However, the magistrate ruled no new information had been introduced that would alter the previous decision. Concerns over Gwabeni's potential interference with witnesses were also cited as a reason for the bail denial. Let's take a look at those international news making headlines, where Israel and Hamas negotiators have reached a ceasefire agreement for the Gaza war. The agreement, which will be implemented in 3 phases, has yet to be formally approved by the Israeli cabinet. The first phase involves the release of 33 hostages held by Hamas in exchange for Palestinian prisoners. Now, the second phase will see further hostage and prisoner exchanges, along with a full withdrawal of Israeli troops from Gaza. The final phase will involve exchanging the bodies of hostages and Palestinian fighters, along with a reconstruction plan for Gaza and increased humanitarian aid. Meanwhile, the World Health Organization, or WHO, has issued a warning regarding a suspected new outbreak of the Ebola-like Marburg virus in northwest Tanzania, with at least 8 deaths already reported. Over the past 5 days, 9 suspected cases of Marburg were identified in the Kagera region. WHO Chief Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus shared on X that more cases were expected as disease surveillance improves. Marburg is highly infectious, with symptoms similar to Ebola, including fever, muscle pain, diarrhea, vomiting, and in severe cases, death due to extreme blood loss. Now, bringing it back home for that final news story, where Cape Town, yes, the mother city, has officially claimed the title for the best city in the world for 2025, soaring from second place last year to the top spot. Along with Cape Town, Bangkok, New York, as well as Melbourne and London round up the top 5. Now, Time Out's prestigious annual ranking is based on the voices of over 18,500 residents from across the globe, and Cape Town's stellar blend of natural beauty, vibrant nightlife, and delectable food scene, as well as rich cultural offerings, earned it high praises across the board. With 97% of Cape Townians expressing happiness with their city, it is clear that this world-class destination is not just a place to visit, but also a place to call home. Cape Town, you are #1, and we could not be any prouder. So glad to be from that city itself, because yes, we are winners. Speaking about winners, let's see if there are any in the world of sports. Here are your headlines.
Thank you so much, Carissa. Yeah, not too much winning if you are G-Man and supporting Spurs, because unfortunately Arsenal reignited their Premier League title hopes with a spirited 2-1 comeback win over Tottenham in the North London derby last night. Now, after Son Heung-min's early goal stunned the Emirates, an own goal from Dominic Solanke and a strike from Leandro Trossard before halftime secured Arsenal's first win in 4 matches. Now, the Gunners now sit 4 points behind leaders Liverpool, who are held by Nottingham Forest. Now we move to cricket news, and Luandre Pretorius shone with a blistering 83 or 52 balls to propel the Paarl Royals to a commanding 6-wicket victory over the MI Cape Town in their SA20 clash at Boland Park. Now, chasing 159 runs, Pretorius smashed 8 fours and 3 sixes, thriving on a challenging pitch where others struggled for fluency. Now, David Miller also contributed an unbeaten 24 to seal the win, avenging Monday's derby loss. Now we move to the world of rugby, and former Wallabies captain Michael Hooper is coming out of retirement, and that's to join Japan's Toyota Fairblitz for the remainder of the 2024-25 season. Now, the 33-year-old, who played 125 tests and captained Australia a record 69 times, was persuaded by former All Blacks coach Steve Hansen. Now, Hooper last played for Verblitz in 2021 and had recently turned to commentary after missing out on the Paris Olympics. Now, last in the world of sport, we dive into tennis currently taking place. Novak Djokovic overcame a spirited challenge from Portuguese qualifier Jaime Faria to secure a 6-1, 6-7, 6-3, 6-2 victory, advancing to the Australian Open third round. Now, the triumph marked Djokovic's 43rd Grand Slam singles match, surpassing Roger Federer on 429 and Serena Williams with 423 for the most in the Open era. Now, next up, the 37-year-old faces Czech 26th seed Tomáš Mašák. Well, that's all things sports. We'll do it all again in an hour, but for now, though, let's see how we can serve you in the world of weather. Here's Carlitos.
Thanks, Raul. Let's take a look at your weather. And the South African Weather Service has issued a yellow level 2 warning for severe thunderstorms across Gauteng, parts of northwest, eastern Free State, southwestern Limpopo, and the western Mpumalanga Highveld. The storms may bring heavy downpours, damaging winds, hail, and excessive lightning, leading to localized flooding. Extremely high fire danger is forecast for parts of the Northern Cape. Meanwhile, the Department of Water and Sanitation reports improved Vaal Dam levels, rising from 46.2% to 50.53%. The rainfall has also boosted the integrated Vaal River system by 8%, with overall national dam storage nearing 80%. Now, onto a sunrise view. Now, remember, these are very important. We'd love to see what your sunrise looks like in your part of the world. It could be anywhere, South Africa, sub-Saharan Africa, could be internationally. Ed Knoll has submitted this from the Eastern Cape, sharing this morning view. It is absolutely gorgeous. As always, it does look like it could be photoshopped. Fishing rods in the foreground as well. Beautiful sun, akin to a Lion King movie. However, that is a real picture, and we want to see your real sunrise. So, 063 408 8863. That's my number. Save it to your phone and then send on over your sunrise pic. I'd love to see what that looks like this morning. Now let's take a look at your temperatures across Mzansi with some slow, beautiful guitar.
Hey, what's happening? Summer come through. I like what I see. It's heating up indeed, and it's perfect as we just slowly roll into the weekend. And with that, I think we can fill your pocket up as well, because every day is payday when you play Daily Lotto for an estimated 520,000 Rand in jackpots this Thursday. The only question is, what are you waiting for?
That's a great question, because come on now, take this as your reminder to buy your tickets now in store. You can head to nationallottery.co.za very easily, or there's the mobile app, there is cell phone banking, or just simply dial *120 *7529 hash, and that of course is for all USSD.
Yeah, you got options, and we also put all these details on our Expresso social media pages, so you can go check it out right now, and you can play the Daily Lotto for an estimated 520,000 Rand in jackpots today, and that's for your chance to be I think a big player, have a big payday, and all you got to do is play now. Hurry up. What are you waiting for?
Please, Carl, we also want you to play now so you can spoil us. You know what I'm saying? We're looking for a holiday.
We deserve it, bro.
You do deserve a holiday. I completely agree with you. You also deserve the quality that is JP Sebastian reviewing A Complete Unknown, a biopic about Bob Dylan. Plus, I feel like just to set it up, we need to know a couple of facts about Bob Dylan, and we'll get into those just a tad later. And do remember that on 063 408 8863, if you could think about any musician or actor that you'd like to see a biopic about, who would that be? Keep on jumping into the socials and sharing those. We'd love to hear it as we continue your Feel Good right here on S3. It's Expresso.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. We missed you. And now we are here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, just waiting to do a nice review of A Complete Unknown. JP is going to do that for us. I'm excited about any biopic, especially this one, and a performance with Timothy Chalamet. I think it's going to be interesting.
Sure.
But I just wanted to get into some of the facts because this biopic it's set in the early 1960s. It is about a 19-year-old Bob Dylan, and we're actually counting down some of the top facts. So let's do this together and give you a bit of a background before it's a complete unknown to you right now, but let's try and fill in some of the facts. Let's start off with, first and foremost, can we go to the name, Bob Dylan?
Okay, you're telling me what? It's not his name?
So not the birth name of Bob Dylan, not at all.
Okay.
All right, so Robert Allen Zimmerman is the real name Bob Dylan. You'll be surprised how many of these artists have like these interesting names, and you kind of feel almost like, why didn't they just keep the name? I would love to listen to a ballad from Robert Zimmerman.
I would love to.
You know what I'm
That's a
saying?
great name.
That gives you Hans Zimmer feels, you know what I mean? Like, that's just like elevated already. Why?
Incredible.
Bob?
So what you're trying to tell me is that The Weeknd's name, that's not his government name.
No, of course. Well, of course, Abel Tesfaye is going to be good. Don't forget, Armando Perez has given us some, Mr. 305 has given us some of the best things
Wow.
ever. Yes.
You didn't even.
So Andre Three Stacks, his mom didn't name him that.
No, not at all. You understand? So that's why, and I think it's important to kind of, so Robert Allen Zimmerman, that start off, that's the name.
That's really cool. Okay, I've got one for you.
All right, cool.
Did you know about Bob Dylan that he actually was born into a Jewish family? So he's got that heritage behind him, which is really beautiful, that he carries with him in his music.
It's something you didn't really pick up on when it comes to his music or anything, actually. So, interesting indeed. Yeah.
Lovely. Facts are dropping, eh? We're coming through with the facts. We've got the plug. Do you have a fact for us?
I have a fact, yes.
Yes,
I have an
thank you.
interesting fact, right? So this is something that I actually, many of us could be inspired by, right? He was actually a university dropout. He never finished his liberal arts degree. So just to show you that even though you don't necessarily have that plan A in mind, plan B might even turn out so much better.
Well, maybe it's just a master of liberal arts to start. I think that's why.
You know what?
Hey,
Yeah, you
liberated
want
himself.
Maybe that's it. So a bit more about the background of Bob Dylan. He moved to New York in 1961 to chase his dream of becoming a big music star, perhaps something that you'll see in A Complete Unknown as a build-up in the movie. Because what I saw in the trailer of that movie is that there was just that build-up of who's this guy, who's this guy, who's this guy, who's this guy. And I think that's what the story is going to unfold. It's going to unfold those sorts of pieces, which I love to see.
I love it. Also, Timothy at the forefront of it. Like, I would love to see that. Okay, let's move on from that. Sorry, Kylie. So some of his hobbies, let me get into it. I love finding out about people's, pastimes. He really loved restoring old cars. Also, riding horses, which I found really interesting, and really getting into sailboats. And this is my favorite one, learning how to cook. I think we can relate to that. There's one thing we have in commmen. I also like to learn.
I know these are facts, but aren't those like the essentials of the 1960s? Like you had to drive a horse, you had to cook for yourself. Drive a horse? Sorry, drive a horse? Come on, man,
1960s was not that long ago.
My horse came and it's not that great, clearly. I don't have my license. I'm still working on it. But clearly, isn't that like the norm for back in the day, those things that you had to do? I don't know. Facts or not, they happened, I guess.
You had to drive a horse.
Yes.
Give us one last fact.
Bob's coming for me, bro.
With your horse driving.
All the horses out there, Django, I apologize.
So what, you're in a last fact. Come on now, give us...
Yeah, one more. Okay. Listen, obviously he was a visual artist, right? But he once said that he was profoundly affected by Dr. King's famous I have a dream speech. So a man that clearly had a bit of insight into worldly going-ons and somehow I think incorporated into his music in a very, very unique and special way.
Oh, that's beautiful. Do you think Dr. King also rode or drove a horse? I wonder.
Well, who knows? Well, we should actually take a trip down memory lane at the moment because I think that it's important for us to hear some Bob Dylan too before we do a complete review. So, Blowing in the Wind, take a listen to this.
How many roads must a man walk down before you call him a man? Yes, and how many seas must the white dove sail before she sleeps in the sand? Yes, and how many times must the cannonballs fly before they're forever banned? The answer, my friend, is a blowing in.
Oh, man. This is so good.
It's
so good.
Folky and stuff, bro. Like, this kind of music
It's
makes you
my
want to
favorite
go.
part.
This makes me want to pack my bag, go on an adventure with like a stick
Yeah.
and that like material canvas thing. You know, just like hit the high road, man.
Yeah.
It gives you those feels. Come on.
You know, it's great. So a little bit later, A Complete Unknown reviewed by JP. Plus, we're not only driving horses today, but we're also giving you a challenge. We've got a back-to-school challenge for you two.
Yeah.
I'm going to
very
put you to the test.
exciting.
We've got a bit of a snack challenge, so I'm
ready
looking
for
forward to that later.
Bring it on.
Yeah, man.
Please, the biopics also continue because it's not only, of course, Timothée Chalamet playing Bob Dylan, but we also get into some Luther Vandross goodness. So much awaits you on the other side of this.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. I hope you have your tea or coffee on hand because we're about to get into something so good. It's all about that entertainment, baby. And I'm talking about biopics in particular. It's Bob Dylan. Yes, we're doing a movie review on him with the great JP Sebastian in the building. Happy New Year. Hello.
I'll take it again. Sure, thank you.
I will say that every time I see you because you don't come around that often.
Is that a hint?
You should,
Am
yeah.
I being served here?
Come around
No.
more. No. JP, okay, let's talk about this
Divorce
biopic.
papers.
Never that. Bob Dylan?
Yeah, actually, like, I gotta be honest, not a musician who like stuck the claws in me in when I was growing up.
Okay.
So you'd hope that a biopic would, bring you to go, maybe I've been missing out.
Right.
Obviously, I know a bunch of his songs, but look, whatever. Most important stuff that you've said already, you guys, is that Timothée Chalamet is Bob Dylan in this, and he's everyone's dreamboat for the past 20 years. Yeah, he's not a kid anymore, guys. He's like 29. Surprising.
What?
Yeah.
I need to ask, why do you think Timothy was a good pick for Bob Dylan
Yeah.
in terms of just actually reviewing this movie?
Timothée Chalamet is like, as a Gen Z person, I suppose, like they refer to being locked in. Dude doesn't joke. Like as an actor, locked in and in year two. But you know what? Let's have the people behind it, from the horse's mouths, as Ryle might say, talking about A Complete Unknown, which is out already for the past week. So I'm late to the story, but hey, that's very Bob of me to be late and lackadaisical about it all. Here it is, A Complete Unknown.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I want you to give a warm welcome to our friend, Mr.
Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan has written some of the most iconic songs of the last century.
Bob and his music reigns over culture.
I'm so infatuated with lyrics and songwriting, and that was Bob's genius.
Every music moment is super grounded and has a purpose. It's story-driven, it's character-driven. It was clear that we needed to do everything live.
I ain't gonna welcome
was important for me to sing and play on set because it was in the spirit of the movie to do it live.
He learns the entire thing, top to bottom. That's harmonica and guitar and vocal. It's pretty special.
Woody wants to hear something. You shy?
Not usually.
Come gather round, people, wherever you roam.
And admit that the waters around you have grown and accepted it soon. Anyway, great song.
I was getting into it. I also love the fact that other great actors have joined Timothy in this movie. You mentioned your favorite, Ed Norton.
One of my faves, yeah. Ed Norton's on here as well, which
he was the Hulk,
is great, yeah. Yes, but
That's
he was
what he's known for, like a bunch of stuff.
There was, I mean,
American History X, I think.
Fight Club.
American History X also put him on the map for a lot of people.
Big time.
But whatever, it's...
and Alpha Fanning, Dakota's sister.
That's
I really
right.
love her.
She's also a strange character. You were talking about them on the red carpets. I love how goofy they're willing to be, even as famous as these people are. But most important to us, sorry, the two nerds over here, Carissa, we're going to say the Dune copper here. We got,
of course.
Lisan Al-Gaib, who is now going against Fade Routher, who played Elvis, obviously. Little connection.
You're speaking English right now. I don't know what you were saying.
That's why I warned you. I was like, just breathe your tea deep, because two nerds are about to go off. So, yeah, I'm just saying, look, two characters from Dune are, well, one was Elvis and now one is Bob Dylan. Anyway, so the story, as you said, is surprisingly from when he's 19. Because, like, Dylan is such a mythical figure, you think, well, you can throw the hammer down anywhere, and that would be an age, what he does in a year. I think since 1968, it's 55 albums.
Wow.
Good grief. How does a man who sings that badly get so much out? And he'd be the first man who'd say he sings badly. I'm not ripping him off. he'd admit that, which is actually funny about, like, Chalamet playing the harmonica and the guitar. Bob Dylan would be like, yeah, that was easy.
Sure.
I'm not great at that. I'm just playing.
But why was he so famous if he didn't sing that well?
So, I mean, this is the question, whatever, my griefs with Bob isn't technical, but I don't obviously want to make this the Bob segment, but it's a guy who captured the age, to be completely cliche. The movie is called A Complete Unknown. JP's here on the couch actually with no notes about this movie, even though he saw it.
That's fine.
I seen it.
Yes, we drove a horse earlier. Anything's possible. Don't worry.
And that's just partly the point. I'm not going to make that the save of the movie. I hate when people go, oh, that it says nothing is the point.
Yeah,
but one of its victories is that Bob Dylan is an offensive blank space in America, in a country that's obsessed with data, in a country that's obsessed with filling all sorts of knowledge bodies and whatever. He comes along and the story starts, I should tell you about the movie, guys. Jeez, we're getting into the philosophy. He first goes to visit Woody Guthrie, who is a true hero and an artist who I love dearly, where he's on his deathbed and this is a 19-year-old who's like, I've got a song for you, dear folk hero, and that's where he finds... It's really Bob Dylan trying to find where do I fit in. Because obviously all these songs, you know, it's about being a stranger. It's about being that weirdo in a new pub that you walked into and people looking at you funny, but you're this hunched dude with curly hair and a voice that sounds... That Timothy Chalamet, there's no affectation here where it feels like he's pulling a party trick as an actor. He really does. Like when I say locked in, you can't fault Timothy Chalamet for anything he's ever acted in. The dude is such a talented...
He was Willy Wonka too.
And a movie that people thought was going to be crud. But when it came along, Wonka was just fine. So yeah, the guy's an instinctive actor. You cannot fault him for anything. And James Mangold, the director, is such a... He did Walk the Line. The Johnny Cash story with Joaquin Phoenix.
Johnny Cash is apparently in here as well.
Yes, that's right, that's right. So the whole family's in here, all sorts of fun you got, and all sorts of Americana and folk. And the story then comes to, again, being a stranger, finding your place. Am I folk, am I rock? And the fights that went along with that. So it culminates in him at the Newport Festival. Is he going to be accepted or not? Problems for JP is that, look, it's a biopic, and we see 500 of these per year, and that's not necessarily the end of the world, but do you want to write the Wikipedia article movie, or do you want to actually talk about how Bob is the zeitgeist, how he was the spirit of a time for a lot of people? Give me a biopic that's about the world, and the artist is almost secondary, because he is the thermometer of the world. It's not sinful in that sort of design, but you have better offers. Todd Haynes, the director, did I'm Not There, maybe 15 years ago, where Kate Blanchett played Bob Dylan with Heath Ledger, with Christian Bale, with Richard Gere.
Kate Blanchett, yeah.
6 different amazing actors. Ben Whishaw all played Bob Dylan. That's a good recommendation from me. However, I've got to talk about A Complete Unknown. Hey, Mr. Director over there, do I have more time? Should I show you a clip? How's that?
Show me a clip.
Yeah, let's see
He demands it.
Show me a clip.
Like
Give it to me.
Dance studio exec, breathing down my neck when I'm just trying to be an indie boy. A Complete Unknown. Let's look a bit more at the featurette. You sip your tea, weirdo.
Yeah.
What's yeehaw? Apache.
He was writing music that was more blunt about things that were going on.
Bob wouldn't let himself be boxed in, which for me as a young artist is the most inspiring.
For the times they are a-changing.
His genius and the power of his songs and personality ends up elevating him till he's bigger than the movement he was taken into.
Many of the artists through American pop culture that had the balls to turn their back on what was expected of them, that moment started with Bob.
Once upon a time, you're just so fine. He was a dime in your prime. Didn't you?
Bob has really resisted categorization. He has resisted being put in a box.
I'm not sure they want to hear what I want to play, Johnny.
Make some noise, BD. Track some mud on carpet.
Oh, how does it feel?
These words are relevant. Times they are changing is relevant. Blowing in the wind is relevant.
This music's still all over the radio.
He changed folk music forever and music forever.
Like a complete unknown.
Wow.
Very cool.
Very good.
Every time we come back to studio, everyone has to be like, shut up, you don't sing along. We're recording a TV show here. Poor Sean, our
You do a good Bob Dylan, though, I will say. Popcorns?
Number out of 10. Just gets a 7 out of 10 from me.
7.
I'm sorry if it sounded like I was a lot more exuberant. But like I said, as far as biopics go, you can be a lot more interesting, especially at a time like now. Here's what biopics should do, guys, is... I mean, it's one of the things to do. It's very elementary for me to put it this way. It's a bit childish. But, like, why don't these movies operate as a manual? J.P. Carissa or Carl goes, how do I follow the path? How do I achieve greatness? How do I... And everything, just like I said, plays very much out like a menu. Like you're going, oh, then he had a baby. Then he wrote the album. Then he had a divorce. But how about a spiritual manual on how to live, how to be? And Bob is, I suppose, the avatar for that for a lot of people. So, hey, if you're a fan, this movie's for you.
Quick one. What's your favorite biopic of all time? I need to ask that. I'm sorry, I have to, because, I mean, this is... You said a couple of great things about what a biopic should be, so I'd like to know, which one do you think hits the mark? Has one hit the mark yet?
No, you're going to have to ask me about second segment when you talk about Luther Vandross.
Okay, good.
So come back for that.
Yes, please. So give it some thought. I'd love to hear, because... As you rightly said, it's like this is an avatar of a certain zeitgeist, and you want to feel that.
Yeah.
Movies should be nutritious, guys.
Yes.
Biopics should feed us. And I'd highly recommend I'm Not There from, like I said, 15 years ago. Excellent.
Are we not putting too much pressure on biopics?
No. Not at all.
It's a story
because
about a life.
these are real life, because they have all the material there.
And they're Oscar bait as well. It's like, it's
Okay.
very easy to be like, hey, I'm going to get the trophies because I did the party act. Like, hey, I'm Dylan, even though... Yes, Shalamar was excellent in it.
Great.
I'm over-speaking about stuff we know completely nothing about.
It's okay. Well,
It is a complete unknown.
Yes.
Exactly. I love this.
We've done that joke 5 times. There's a TV show to do.
JP, okay, 7 out of 10. You're supposed to laugh, not, please, don't give us a side eye. 7 out of 10. Ryle, what have you got for us? Please tell us. Save us.
Mean.
All right, let's just shake it off. Let's just regather our thoughts here. We had a nutritious dive into that biopic and something we definitely get to look forward to. And I'm going to remind you of the rest of what you can look forward to if you're a good breakfast show. We're going to keep the nutritious elements going and dive into a challenge. It's called the Snack Challenge. For those heading back to school, this is something I think that's going to inspire you. And speaking of inspiration, we've got something else that has something to do with food, but it definitely isn't going to fill your belly. It's going to fill your soul. We're talking about Ruby Gold, who's just stepped into the building. She's giving red carpet feels. She's ready to bring out her EP. It's called Mixed Masala. And you, Mzansi, I'm telling you, are going to be absolutely blown away by this performance. So don't go anywhere. There's still so much to look forward to right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. See you soon.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Yeah, welcome back. Mzansi, it's your feel-good breakfast show. Klein Vrydag, already feeling like we're heading into the weekend. And we got so much more for you to look forward to. And especially at this time of the year when we get back to school, back to academics, and back to upskilling ourselves. Here's something you want to pay attention to right now.
So registration for 2025 is now open, and Harmony was thrilled to visit the Richfield campus, Bryanston, to discover all it has to offer.
Yeah, so let's dive into why studying with them means more than just learning a degree. I think it's about learning, leading, and succeeding.
Hello, Mzansi. Wow, it is a beautiful day here at the Bryanston campus, where we learn a little bit more about how you can take your own future into your hands with exceptional education. So this morning, we find out a little bit more about why when you study at Richfield, you get more than just a degree.
You've built such an incredible institution here, you and your team here at Richfield. What are your views on the institution?
Richfield is committed to innovation in education, in higher education specifically, and what we've built over the last 5 years in a 30-plus-year-old institution is something we're exceptionally proud of, and looking forward to showing you and the team more today.
What can a prospective student look forward to?
We put so much time and effort into understanding what the student wants and built a campus. We've built a learning management system upon which they learn every day. So much content on them. It's data-free, which is making it super accessible for all of our students, understanding the constraints that data and the cost of data has for students and learning in particular, and basically an all-round environment that is conducive to a student learning, both inside the classroom as well as outside the classroom, to make them career-ready and ready for their future.
So I chose Richfield because it was quite convenient and it sounded like the place to be. The area seemed quite calm, the people seemed good, everything like that. So it's a very enjoyable school, I really like it.
My favorite part of studying at Richfield is basically the programs we have. The faculty expertise is also quite good. The environment, as you can see, and we also have good lecturers. We can talk to our lecturers at any time. They're always open for conversations and for consultations at all times.
It really is a nice place. It's very welcoming, and one thing I must say is I really like the lecturers. They sound very professional.
Richfield definitely gives you more than just a degree, but can you tell me what that means to the student or to the person who's watching now?
So the more than just a degree really sits inside the classroom, giving them an awesome environment upon which to learn, and then going and understanding what is happening in the world of work. What is industry looking for in the graduate of 2024, 2025 and beyond? We've partnered with AWS, IBM, and many other industry partners that would ultimately look for the skills in our students. So our students come away with a degree, obviously, but also skills badges and certifications that are recognized by industry.
For example, say you're studying BCom in marketing, right? Then you decide in the 3 years you want to do a badge with either Amazon, Salesforce, SEMA. You are more than welcome to do that. We just have to register you, you do the badges with those people, and you get a badge with your qualification, which is the best for me. Why have a qualification but you don't know what to do with it? We want our students not only to get the degree, but to have their industry relevance, which is, for me, honestly, it's the most important thing.
The reason I chose Richfield is because once I saw they're affiliated with like major IT brands such as Amazon, Cisco, that really spoke to me, because not many tertiary education institutions are affiliated with such big brands.
My best experience of being here is just being with my friends, learning with them, socializing with them, meet new people of different races, different backgrounds, to know what type of person you are and to share ideas with them.
The facilities we have are amazing. I love how we have computer labs open at all times.
My favorite part was the fact that almost all of the learning facilities and learning materials can be accessed online. They explain the master videos in which they explain the classwork, so if you're not feeling sure about something, you don't have to physically wait to ask someone in person. You can just go onto your student dashboard and look at the videos that they provide.
So find a campus, whether it be in Limpopo, Gauteng, KZN, Western Cape. We've got our campuses all over the country, and not only just campuses, but premium campuses that will see students learning in a world-class learning environment. Go to richfield.ac.za and click on the Apply Now button and start that journey. You'll be able to register for distance learning or sit in one of our classrooms across South Africa. Or maybe you want to progress your studies, start a postgraduate qualification, start your MBA with Richfield. Richfield.ac.za, click on Apply Now and start that journey. We're on obviously all the social media channels. You can check us out across social media. You'll see what's happening on our campuses and so much more.
This is actually perfect timing for so many people that are stressing right now.
Yep.
This is the perfect option. The fact that you can kind of do it, make it work with your system, and be mobile, exquisite. I absolutely love it. Well played, well played.
Love it. So if you want to learn, lead, succeed at Richfield College, here's your chance. Now, 3 lucky winners stand the chance to win a full academic bursary to the value of 180,000 Rand, plus a laptop to help kick off the academic year.
Yeah, and it's simple. All you have to do is reply to the competition post on Expresso's social media pages and tell us the following. Who taught you the importance of education? It's that simple.
Now, do remember to add the hashtag Richfield and click the link in the post to complete your inquiry form. And, of course, competition closes 26 Jan 2025. T's and C's on expressoshow.com. Good luck.
Good luck.
Oh man, yesterday was back to school for so many people across the nation. And today we thought, why not do a cute little challenge, because maybe you need some lunchbox inspiration. So yes, I've got an apron on because Raul and I are going to go head to head. And we have the best host in the country. His name is Carl Wasty.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Pew, pew, pew.
All right, this is how it's going to go. You two are going head to head with a creative snack idea challenge. What I'm looking for is you to collaborate with Clover Cheese in this way, and I want you to create the ideal snack. I want something to be nutritious. It's got to feed the mind for anybody who is in their educational field in their lives, a teacher, a student, to enjoy this and say, I feel smarter. So I want you to create a smart snack. Is that okay? Right? You only have 1 minute to create an easy snack using Clover Cheese portions, and do use the selection of other additives that I decided to give to you as well. The most creative will win my prize. Today, your prize is not only my respect, it's the respect of the nation, and who knows, I could actually purchase you a Lotto ticket.
Wow.
And if it's successful, who knows?
Wow.
Right, are we ready?
I don't know, but
I want you to place yourself over here. And
are we making one snack, or is it like a...
You have 1 minute. No, I want like an ideal bite, a snack that you believe is going to be perfectly rounded, balanced. And if you're a busy student or a teacher, you can grab it and say, I feel
And is this like a snack, not like a lunchtime?
Yeah, it's like a
little something.
Just a little something, but it's got to be. It's got to have a bit of zhuzh as well. I'm gonna caution you. You've got 1 minute, so you also have to unwrap those delightful Clover cheddars, because those are so lovely. It's great for lunch boxes. When it comes to going to work or to school, it's perfect. Right, are you ready?
I don't even know if I have a plan yet.
I don't have a plan either. Okay.
I want you to just think outside the box. Think about your favorite charcuterie board, but then make it more lunch.
Okay.
And then make it more snack, and then make it more smart.
Okay.
Perfect. Right, they know exactly what to do. Task has been set. Time is in 3, 2, 1. You have 1 minute. Go for it.
Okay.
All right, so first unwrap. This is the big one, because the individual wrap portions make them ideal for busy mornings if you want to use these Clover cheddars. This is good for lunchbox prep as well. It's available in cheddar and gouda or gouda, entirely how you want to pronounce that. Their creamy, flavorful goodness makes them a favorite for kids and parents alike. Good luck to both of you. Time check is coming your way soon. Remember, I'm looking for a snack. Something that you can go to,
You can't
grab,
judge the
and
snack,
go. I'm not judging. No, 30 seconds, about 28 now. So good luck to both of you. And I'm going to give you a 10-second countdown as we go. So good luck. We've got a couple of mixed nuts over there. We've got salami. We've got carrots and celery, as well as some hummus.
Wait,
hey, stop looking at my designs.
I'm definitely not.
Hold on, wait. Can I just ask something?
I'm definitely not looking at your design.
I will address that soon. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time is up! Okay.
Voila.
Voila.
Wait, let me just clear clear this here.
Clean up the mess here, man.
Okay. Just cleaning up here. Julle mense. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
The suspense.
Okay, so I'm looking at both of this, right? Here, everything's succinct here. Like everything's separate. So you have choices.
Exactly.
You can customize. So even though I told you to create a snack, what you've given me is an opportunity to create.
Exactly.
So this is something that has potential and it's opportunity driven.
Give a man a fish, you know?
Let's go over here. Now, I have never in my life seen someone take a piece of salami and slack it into this and then make a treat with it. Then you grab the sticky cheese and you stuck it in here, brother.
No.
Honestly.
Don't undermine the creation that just
It
happened
wasn't
here.
even a taco. You know what this is? You made a salami. There was like a roti.
Exactly, bro. Have you ever seen some of this in your life?
You made a salami roti.
You've never seen this before, have you?
Even the fly ones.
Look here, even if you look at this, this is a salami roti.
Look at
on a cracker.
I would eat that though, I won't lie, Raul.
It's a full-house
You know what?
snack right there.
Okay, so just based on the fact that I said create a creative snack as well, although this is steeped with opportunity, this man has
Here we
wanted
go.
purely based on the fact that I've never known salami to take on either a taco or a roti type of function. I've never seen it before.
It's a wrap. It's a snack platter wrap.
No, but this, look at, it's literally, but you've created a taco. This is a taco, if you think about it.
A fold-over calzone?
It's a quesadilla.
Let's call it a clover calzone, maybe? Hey, what about that?
You know what? Well done, Raul. I will
So
give
well
that
done.
to you.
I'm just saying.
Thank you.
When I said creative, I mean like, don't just see a salami.
Yeah. Imagine what it could be.
You actually, you know what you did? You said to me yourself, I'm going to put the me in salami. And you've actually made it work,
I
which is
basically
great.
turned the protein into a carb, bro.
You literally
That's like
did.
almost like water into wine type of feels, bro. I'm doing getting miracles out here.
I'll be honest, right? I'll be honest. The one that I think most people would take to a snack is this one. But I think just only creativity-wise, because, you know, you've literally taken a stick of salami in your hand and you've slapped the hummus. So, based on that, well done to you.
Thank you very much.
But yeah, so great snack platters over here.
What you eat in private, what you eat in public.
Can I tell you something? This is exactly it.
Yeah.
This is like when you have a mullet. You know what I'm saying? This is the front, this is the back. That's what's happening here. So,
Party in the back.
great. So, that's it. Congratulations to Raul. You won this challenge there based creativity. Remember, busy mornings or afternoon cravings, Clover cheese portions have you covered with delicious, convenient snacking. Now, stock up at major retailers nationwide and be as creative as you want to be. And who knows, salami could be a roti to you too. Now, what's ahead on your Feel Good
Listen, I
Breakfast
think
show?
what's missing here, and the thing that would make this the absolute crescendo of a meal is maybe some mixed masala.
Oh, that is a mixed masala.
This is kind of like a mixed masala. You don't know what
Yes.
we're talking about. We're talking about Ruby Gold, is still in the building. She's literally brought the red carpet. She is the red carpet.
Definitely.
She's got all the feel. So I can't wait to dive into a conversation with her and talk about this EP, Mixed Masala. It's going to be something that we can look forward to from the belly and the soul.
Oh, I absolutely love that. Also, Luther Vandross, the biopic that we have to get into, JP is standing by to get you some of that. And we'll keep this in standby for them too.
Okay, who's hungry?
Exactly.
Who's hungry?
Yeah.
Anybody?
Anybody?
I know. But also, don't forget, we also want to chat about...
Stand a chance to be one of 10 lucky winners, each winning a share of 200,000 Rand and cash prizes from Tuffy's South Africa. Simply buy a pair of Tuffy's school shoes between now and 14 February. Then WhatsApp your proof of purchase to 087 250 0811 or buy directly on tuffys.co.za and fill in the form to enter. Competition closes 14 February. T's and C's apply. Tuffy's, for every kind of tough. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso on S3. It's so good to have you here. And we've got to get into some entertainment. Friday is around the corner. Yes. And we've got somebody that's going to be on repeat on your playlist. Now, she is a hit maker who got her breakthrough with a powerful collaboration such as Teka Monique with the legendary house duo Revolution, and also Invitation to Dance with Monotone. Now, we're talking about none other than Ruby Gold. And she joins us to chat about an EP called Mixed Masala.
Absolutely. It was set to drop on the 28th of Feb 2025. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for the one and only Ruby Gold! And better than gold, we've got red carpet feels. I love the look. How are you doing this morning?
Stop gassing me out.
No, you look gorgeous, girl. My goodness. I love that you
much.
actually came to show and represent yourself in the best way. And we've got to talk about a bit of your heritage. I think we spoke about it now. Part of your parents are in Portugal or from Portugal. Your mom, you said? So I was thinking about, you speak Portuguese. Mozambique, which means you speak Portuguese. And then your dad is South African. Yes. Bringing together the Mixed Masala. Please tell me more about your heritage.
I'm not even sure how to start. Like, there's so much about it. Yeah, my mom is from Mozambique, and then my dad is South African from South Africa. There's just that blend, multicultural thing happening over there.
Incredible.
Yeah, I pretty much am South Africa, hey? Like, you're looking at South Africa.
You are.
Yeah, the Rainbow Nation.
For me, though, that's a beautiful thing to celebrate right now. But I can imagine at the beginning, things can be quite challenging when you're trying to identify yourself, figure out who you are, what makes you tick, and also your passions. And I'm sure that that's quite an interesting journey as you faced with these inevitable challenges.
Absolutely.
What was the biggest one for you? I mean, I'm sure there's so many that come to mind right now, but what is the thing that you feel kind of was the catalyst to get you over that big hurdle that got you to be confident in who you are?
And I'm Ruby
own
Gold.
it.
Yes.
The whole idea of like me being Portuguese and South African, I had to like express that to South Africa, to let South Africa know that even though I'm singing in Portuguese, there's something else brewing inside of me. And I feel like South Africa was mostly concentrating on the lyrics of the song, and they didn't really understand that I'm actually South African. I was born here. So the catalyst for that was for me to embrace that, take that, and say, this is me. This is who I am. I'm reintroducing myself to you. Yes, I'm speaking in Portuguese, but there's a whirlwind of amazingness inside of me. And I'm South African born. I was born on this ground.
Come on now.
That's your power.
So I think that was the catalyst. I just needed to show people that this is who I am, and also taking my identity seriously. Saying this is actually who I am. I'm a blend, guys.
You are.
I'm a mixed masala.
I'm a mixed masala. Well, let's get into the EP that is dropping in Feb called Mixed Masala. First of all, obviously your inspiration for the name comes from the heritage you just spoke about. But tell me more about the album. What can we expect? Or the EP?
You can expect to dance. You can expect to feel fierce. You can expect to feel powerful. You can expect to feel honor of where you come from. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. And I'm here to put a stamp in the ground to say I'm not going anywhere, guys.
Some of these marks that you kind of make are really awesome to see, but at the same time, it's also to see the people that you work with in the space as you grow, as you accomplish, as you slay. What can we look forward to with regards to the EPs? Anyone that you worked with in particular?
Yes, I worked with Sizwe 19. He's very known in the quantum space. He's amazing. I'm sure a lot of people know who Sizwe 19 is. I don't have to even introduce him. You all know who that guy is. And then we have Delta, the Leo. You know her.
Yes, I do know
She also
her.
brought her beautiful cultural flavor to the album, and I'm so excited for people to actually get to hear her verse because I felt like having Delta on the program, on the project, spoke to South Africa about how diverse we were, how diverse we are actually. So yeah, that's what you can expect, as well as my voice. You get to hear me singing finally. Like I'm here, I write my own lyrics. I pretty much come up with my own ideas, and you're basically going to get to see me from a creative perspective.
Can I just throw a spoiler out there?
You can.
Wow, I heard you practicing earlier. I'm
Right.
get ready for this one. It is a voice that we have been dying to hear for too long now, and finally we get that moment. So I'm just getting a little bit excited, a little bit hyped for that. I can't wait for it. But again, also thank you so much for sharing your magic with us. I think it's really awesome to have authenticity.
Yes.
And I think with South Africa having this hybrid world that we come from, that we are, you really are echoing, I think, what everybody needs to do, and that's celebrate their diversity and their uniqueness. Appreciate you, and I appreciate the fact that we get to see more of you right now in Zanzi. So let's get excited to talk about Mixed Masala. This is Ruby Gold. The new EP is releasing, and we get a little bit of a taste of what is to come. It's nothing but magic.
Now let's get on to some news just before 7 o'clock. Let's give you a quick update. The death toll from the Stilfontein illegal mining tragedy in Northwest has risen to 78, with 166 miners brought to the surface at Shaft 11, including 22 rescued alive yesterday. Since the operation began, dozens of trips have been made to retrieve bodies and survivors from the disused mine. The Northwest Health Department has dismissed claims that mortuary facilities in the Dr. Kenneth Kaunda district are overwhelmed, following reports of bodies being temporarily stored in pathology vehicles. Now, South African motorists are bracing for a fourth consecutive fuel price hike, with increases expected from February. The Central Energy Fund projects petrol 93 and 95 unleaded to rise by 81 cents and 75 cents per litre respectively, while diesel prices could jump by up to 90 cents. The rising costs are attributed to a combination of depreciating rand and the continued increase in the price of oil due to ongoing unrest in the Middle East. On to international news. Daniel Chapo was yesterday sworn in as Mozambique's new president in a subdued ceremony in Maputo, which was overshadowed by an opposition boycott. Now, many businesses were closed and the streets remained quiet after defeated candidate Venancio Mondlane called for a national strike in protest over disputed election results. Chapo, who won with 65% of the vote, pledged to promote unity and human rights amid reports of over 300 deaths in post-election violence. He also vowed to fight corruption and called for the restoration of national pride. Now, Israel and Hamas negotiators have reached a ceasefire agreement for the Gaza war. The agreement, which will be implemented in 3 phases, has yet to be formally approved by the Israeli cabinet. The first phase involves the release of 33 hostages held by Hamas in exchange for Palestinian prisoners. The second phase will see further hostage and prisoner exchanges, along with a full withdrawal of Israeli troops from Gaza. The final phase will involve exchanging the bodies of hostages and Palestinian fighters, along with a reconstruction plan for Gaza and increased humanitarian aid. And wrapping things up in Manaus, Brazil, 73-year-old Antonio Luis Lagi woke up to a hilarious surprise, a wild sloth lounging on his steering wheel. Leaving his car windows open overnight had turned his vehicle into a temporary jungle gym. Heading out for a doctor's appointment, Lagi found the unhurried hitchhiker calmly hanging out. Naturally, he grabbed his phone, capturing the adorable moment that quickly went viral on TikTok, amassing over 1 million views. The sloth, likely curious from a nearby forest, was safely returned to the wild after its adventure. Comments poured in, with one viewer quipping, "That driver won't get you anywhere fast." Lagi's light-hearted morning detour left the internet grinning. And that's it for news for now. Another update in 1 hour. Let's take a look at your sporting action.
Thank you so much, Carl. And on that note, let's carry on and bring on a winning spirit, because Arsenal reignited their Premier League title hopes with a spirited 2-1 comeback win over Tottenham in the North London derby last night. Now, after Son Heung-min's early goal stunned the Emirates, an own goal from Dominic Solanke and a strike by Leandro Trossard before halftime secured Arsenal's first win in 4 matches. Now, the Gunners now sit 4 points behind leaders Liverpool, who are hulled by Nottingham Forest. Now we move to the world of cricket, and Luandre Pretorius shone with a blistering 83 off 52 balls to propel the Paarl Royals to a commanding 6-wicket victory over MI Cape Town in the SA20 clash at Boland Park. Now chasing 159 runs, Pretorius smashed 8 fours and 3 sixes, thriving on a challenging pitch where others struggled for fluency. Now David Miller contributed an unbeaten 24 to seal the win, avenging Monday's derby loss. Now, in all things rugby, former Wallabies captain Michael Hooper is coming out of retirement, and that's to join Japan's Toyota Verblitz for the remainder of the 2024-25 season. Now, the 33-year-old who played 125 tests and captained Australia a record 69 times was persuaded by former All Blacks coach Steve Hansen. Now, Hooper last played for Verblitz in 2021 and had recently turned to commentary after missing out on the Paris Olympics. Now, last in the world of sport, Novak Djokovic overcame a spirited challenge from Portuguese qualifier Jamie Faria to secure a 6-1, 6-7, 6-3, 6-2 victory. And that was advancing him to the Australian Open third round. Now, the triumph marked Djokovic's 430th Grand Slam singles match, surpassing Roger Federer on 429 and Serena Williams on 423. And that's for the most in the Open era. Now, the 37-year-old now faces Czech 26th seed Tomáš Mašák. Well, that's all the things I have for you in sport right now. We'll do it all again in an hour. But for now, though, many are heading onto the roads. Let's see how we can assist in the world of traffic. And here's Carissa with the latest.
Thank you so much, Ryle. We're just touching down in Gauteng this time with your roads. Well, in Johannesburg, there's been a multi-vehicle accident on the R59 northbound at Reading Interchange, resulting in a left lane closure. Now, heavy delays are expected, so do plan your morning commute accordingly. And of course, adhere to the rules of the road when you head on out. That's where we leave your roads. Let's check out what's happening in your weather. The South African Weather Service has issued a yellow level 2 warning for severe thunderstorms across Gauteng, parts of the northwest, eastern Free State, southwestern Limpopo, and the western Mpumalanga Highveld. Now, the storms may bring heavy downpours, damaging winds, hail, and excessive lightning, leading to localized flooding. Extremely high fire danger is forecast for parts of the Northern Cape. Meanwhile, the Department of Water and Sanitation reports improved Vaal Dam levels, rising from 46.2% to 50.53%. Now, the rainfall has also boosted the integrated Vaal River system by 8%, with overall national dam storage nearing 80%. That's really good news for the midst of summer. And speaking about summer, let's check out your sunrise view of this hour and sent from the mother city out in District 6. Liesel came through with the most gorgeous sunrise view. Besides the fact that the mountain is there and the skies are looking good, that rainbow is the star of the show. Really just offering so much hope and a promise of a great day ahead. So thank you so much, Liesel, for that really nice little good omen that you gave us. And you can share your morning view with us on 0634088863. We delve into that just into 8 o'clock. For now, let's see what your temperatures are looking like for today.
It's looking good out there. I'm here for summer, I'm here for the adventures and all the memories that you're going to make with that good weather that's coming your way, and a lot of good stuff on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Absolutely. We're getting all things to do with 2025 and saving. I know it's a bit early, maybe January still got you with a chokehold, but don't worry, we got you covered because we want to also share with you what we are saving for the year, and we're all putting our fingers crossed and hoping for the best as we get into 2025.
And of course, we have to look at the quality sale from Woolworths. Yes. There are some tips and tricks, and Taryn Oppel is here to make sure that we have everything we need to make sure that we are doing the saving thing, which is good. So it's all about finances, money, quality, and your Feel Good Breakfast Show in the next couple of minutes.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We're talking about finances now. I know you think, oh, finances. What finances? I get it. It's January, but we have to talk about it. It's the start of 2025, and the new year is the perfect time to rethink your financial priorities. Whether it's a new car, a first home, your education, family vacay. Setting clear goals is the first step toward making them a reality. Now, we're talking about from big dreams to small goals. We are hopeful for what 2025 has in store. And let's start with a meaningful question. What are you saving for this year? And that's why I've got two people who are ready to answer that. Two great savers, Carissa and Ryle. No, I feel like you guys are. I feel like you have good aptitudes of people who save.
We have good intentions.
Right?
Good saving intentions.
That's true.
Okay, so let's very quickly start off with the headline.
Okay.
Ryle, what are you saving for?
Look, I got my scuba...
What? Sorry, did you hear that, Carissa? Sorry.
Stop there.
No, I'm sorry.
Sanji, stop listening to these clowns here, okay? Anyway,
yes, okay, yeah. What?
I'm really looking forward to traveling more.
Yes.
Scuba diving, obviously, something I love.
Oh,
so
yes,
I
man.
really want to just try and get more of that in the bag before we make even bigger goals that might prevent us
Bigger
from traveling.
decisions, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, 100%. I'm a better spender than saver, I have to be honest, because every time there is money saved, I said, oh, I've actually got an extra 30,000 rand that I can... No, Carissa, that's your savings. So I need to definitely get better at that this year because I really want to buy my first property. That's on the top of my goal, my first investment property.
And you
and I also want to, eventually get married at some point. So I also need to put money into a wedding. So those are the big things.
Okay, so scuba diving and property and wedding.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hearing from both of you. Kind of. I know what you mean because essentially it's adventure.
Yeah.
So are there strategies that you put in place to make sure that you can save?
Yeah, man, there's a lot of budgeting that has to go into place. So kind of like in a sense of like spending, saving, etc.
All right.
Everything kind of needs to be allocated. So you need to have intention with your money. Nothing that's coming in isn't necessarily unaccounted for. So the goal is to try and not be too crazy with the spending until you've reached that goal. And only once you've reached it can you afford to then do that. So you've got to work towards it. So I think it's really basic. It's just like making sure that you're not wasting money here and there, not doing too many takeouts, and just keeping your eyes on the prize.
All right.
I think that really helps and incentivizes you to stick to the plan.
Yeah, 100%.
Probably something similar for you, Carissa, but I'm thinking, have you ever considered doing a separate account, perhaps? Something that is a savings account that you are deliberate and intentional in putting money into?
Thank you for that call, because yes, I need to do that.
Oh, you need to do it? Okay, cool.
I haven't yet, because I've got, when it's separate within your bank account, but I need to get an actual separate thing. So I don't even also see it on the daily.
Yeah.
It's nice to, I know, keep your goals here, but also to just put it somewhere, like a piggy bank. You know what I mean? You just keep putting money in, you break it at the end of the year, you go, oh my gosh, I'm a millionaire. That's amazing. So I definitely need to do that, but yes, definitely making more meals at home. And, I grew up tithing. So you would take 10% of your money, put it towards the church or whatever establishment. So I kind of want to do that principle where take a percentage, always put that away regardless of what the income is.
That's brilliant as well. That concept and the culture of saving is good. But in terms of helping you along to save, are there any tips that have helped you? Has anybody come your way and said, you know what you should do, Ryle, that you can share to somebody who's looking to save now?
Yeah, literally for me, it's the fact that this sounds so cliche and so obvious, but save your money first before you spend it. So often what happens is people will spend their money and live their life in the month, and then at the end of it, we're supposed to put 2 grand away every month, but we don't have the 2 grand anymore because we spent it. Oh, we'll try again next month.
Yeah.
Flip it. Guarantee the 2,000 rand at the beginning of the month, and then live with what the rest is that you have. It makes it so much easier because it's like making your bed in the morning instead of at the end of the day. My bed's made, I'm sorted, I can like live my life now, not, oh, but I still got to make my bed, I still have to. No, so flip it around, save first, live after, if that kind of makes sense.
No,
that was a tip that someone told me, and it works, guys, because I often justify at the end of the day when I don't get to the amount that I'm saving. Oh, I tried my best. Next time. No, every time is an opportunity to get it right.
Oh, you're a real adult. I like this.
That's wowza. This guy, marriage material. Anyway, any tips that come your way that you want to share?
I mean, you gave me a tip right now, and I appreciate that call because you always have my back.
always do.
I'm going to create a separate account.
Please do.
Courtesy of Carl Wasty.
And if you think about, there are many accounts that can actually give you better interest because it's a savings
100%.
account as well. And it's something to think about because then you have a beautiful split there. But I do want to check because a lot of people are saving for different things this year. And we got a couple of comments on the socials that I want to just track through very quickly. Thank you very much for weighing in. Always good to see. But let's see. And the thing is, this is manifesting right here in process. Letamo, education.
Oh, I love
Can I tell
that.
you, investment in education will never be a waste of your money. I'm telling you now.
Absolutely.
Then we got Small Mel saying saving for a house. Very
that.
good, which is great. T. Cruz Mguni. Saving for furniture, which is lovely, something that you can see, it's visible, you can be proud of it.
Also the expensive.
Which is good. Nihal saying, 2025 wedding.
Yes, Nihal.
There we go, Carissa. That's it. Thanks a lot for sharing that. And of course, there are so many savings tips, but I think it's important to save as well and find the hacks there. I know one person told me that if you're going to shop for fashion, shop out of season. When you shop for food, shop in season. That's the only way you're going to save money on those two things.
I
like that. And I need to go and shop. So
do you need to go shop?
Will you excuse me?
Of course.
Thank you. I got fashion to get.
Okay, cool. You go, and that's it, because this is very much in-season fashion, which is fantastic. But the thing is, I know that a little bit later with Carissa, there are some tips to get through a certain quality sale, though. But it's going to be a fantastic year for you, and I think saving should be paramount, should be right there in the center of that saving. And just remember, right, if you need expert advice, you can explore ABSA's financial planning tools. One of these is actually to create that separate account, Carissa, just letting you know. So absa.co.za, you can go there and they've got everything you need to turn your savings goals into reality. Whether you're planning for a big milestone or simply building for a rainy day fund, that is up to you. But with ABSA's advice, anything's possible.
Oh man, I know I said I needed to go shopping, but the great thing is that we don't have to compromise on spending too much money because sale season is giving us the perfect excuse to refresh our wardrobes for the new year. We have stylist Taryn Oppel in the building with expert tips on how to shop the Woolworths quality sale, which is happening right now. I'm so excited. I'm even looking over going, I might want a couple of those things.
You've already eyed some things out.
Yes! But I've got to say, the quality sale is always something that people look forward to because you save so much.
Yes.
Up to 50% is absolutely insane.
No, it's a big one.
Especially with the quality of Woolworths as well. So I've got a question on how to actually approach a sale because I think you've got to go in with a strategy.
100%. I say that all the time. You know, you've got to set some rules for yourself. Allocate a budget and stick to it. There's nothing worse than overspending when you really don't have to. At this time of the year, we're clutching onto our last coin. So that's always a good idea. Also, just because the price is low doesn't mean it's a yes. So you've got to look at the item.
Say that again to me because I don't think I heard you.
Just because the price is low doesn't mean it's a yes.
Thank you.
You've got to look at the item and ask yourself, you know, would I wear this? How many ways can I wear this? Do I have things in my existing wardrobe that can complement this item and vice versa? And then there's the dreaded change room, which we always avoid. I say, go into the change room. I've gotten over it over the years, suck it up. I get in there because you'll know exactly what you need by trying things on. Is it your correct size? You can answer all those questions that I just asked now immediately. You also don't want to leave and, you know, forget about something that you've maybe wanted to try on at home. Completely forgotten about it. It's too late to get a refund or exchange. Another bit of money wasted. So it's really about going in with a plan, 100%.
No, I love this because I definitely am guilty of, oh my gosh, it's 20 Rand. Like I have to have 3 because it's 20 Rand. But I haven't actually looked at what it is. So let's look at this rail right now. I see a dress that I wore for my birthday on Expresso last year. The green one, but there are so many ones. What's your topics?
Okay, so should we bring it out?
We should bring it out.
Should we just get nostalgic? You know what? This is actually such a great piece because it has so much detail. It's so feminine. I love the color. So there are a lot of dress options available. But what I also love is how, you know, we spoke about linen blends extensively. And this is such a great opportunity to get your hands on those linen blends, those really good quality fabrics that we've been eyeing sort of, you know, for the last couple of months. And matching sets.
And it's not going to go out of style.
Of course not.
Yeah.
This color in particular is great. I always say that greens are actually a neutral.
I love that.
And obviously with matching sets, you've got a whole full outfit in one, and you can separate them as well. So that's also really cool. And then, you know, we can't forget about the classic stripe.
Yeah.
I'm also wearing a sale item shirt right now, and I've paired it with the jeans that I already own. So that's that thing I was telling you about, to just sort of envision your existing wardrobe and pair those things with what you already have. So that's also great. And then when it comes to men, I mean, why wouldn't you want to...
This is the time.
Take advantage of a sale when it comes to suits.
Wow.
It's such a great opportunity to get into, you know, maybe it's your first suit. Maybe you're also stocking up for back-to-work styles, or maybe you've got an event coming up. It's a really great opportunity to get your hands on some suits. And then also what is really big for Willie's was the knitted tops. I'm sure you've seen this on Carl. It's a really great piece that you can also layer, and very versatile undersuits with your denims, with your chino shorts and chino long pants.
And it will carry into autumn.
100%.
Yeah.
So obviously black is a winner, but that sort of lightweight knit is also really, really good. And then it sort of boils over into the boys as well. So this is a really cool crochet knit golfer for the boys, which I really love. You could match that with a bit of a short.
Wow.
So the coloring is really nice. When it comes to girls, there's some fun little pieces as well. It's all about the polka dots.
So cute.
So this is also really sweet, and this sort of print also doesn't date. So this is something that, you know, the girls can have. And then of course, when it comes to baby, it's all about those essentials. This is also a really great opportunity to grab a hold of these sort of all the essentials that your baby needs for every day as well. So there's lots on offer and lots of things to sort of indulge in, but it is, again, important to just keep focused and, you know, eye on the prize. What do you need as opposed to what do you want?
What do you need, not what do you want? I love this. Also, my nephew's now 2 weeks old, so I have a bit of an excuse to also get some baby things in the quality sale. So excited. Okay, so we've seen it on the rail, got to get it on the model.
Yes, of
Let's
course.
see it on the body.
So we're going to bring Kaylin out, and I spoke about those, that opportunity to sort of get your back-to-work styles going. So this is a little bit of a modernized back-to-work look with the PU sort of tapered pencil skirt.
This skirt is amazing.
Love the color. Again, I think this is a forever piece, in my opinion. And then paired with a tread sort of brogue, that's not going anywhere anytime soon. So that's another great piece to grab a hold of. And of course, it's not only about the clothing, it's also about the accessories. So, you know, grab a bag. Oh, nice.
I'm obsessed.
I mean, I can picture that bag with like a really slick black suit as well.
Come on.
And again, with a red lip, like we always like to rock.
We always do.
So that's a really great example of a little bit of a upscaled back-to-work style. And then we've got our resident Ryle.
Oh, bring in the next model.
Another version.
Oh, come on. I like this.
Again, this green is so prominent. Yeah. It is a natural, neutral. It's such a great color to have, and he's got a linen blend jacket on. I mean, this is great quality and a great
shirt. It's a jacket.
It's a little bit of a shacket.
It's a shacket.
A jacket meets a shirt. And then, of course, we cannot forget about denim. Like, how much do we wear that? Pretty much every day, almost.
Yeah.
So that's also a great item to really have a look out for, is a really good pair of denims. And of course, just any white sneaker or a white shirt just to tie everything together.
That's beautiful. And also denims, again, are not going to go out of style.
Exactly.
Just like our Ryle. See how I rhyme there? Absolutely amazing. Love that the guys and girls are sorted from work to play.
Yes.
That's really exciting. I mean, the quality sale is where you got to be. Taryn, thank you for this.
No problem.
And also all the shoes, like you said, accessories.
So much to see and so much to buy, but
don't tell me that, because I will buy.
Okay, let me not encourage you.
But it
too
is the
much.
quality sale, so that's the good news. That is definitely what we're about today. And it is now on. Yes, it is. So please save up those coins and get up to 50% off selected fashion, beauty, and homeware when shopping it in store, online or on the app. T's and C's, of course, apply and can be found on woolworths.co.za. Happy shopping and happy saving.
A quality sale indeed, and more quality entertainment for you in your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Now, the thing is mindfulness and yoga for kids. Yes, it's a thing, so make sure you stick around for that. And then a little bit later, we have the talent that is Ruby Gold, who still has a couple of tracks for you. So the entertainment does continue. That's why you've chosen us, your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Stay there.
Are you a handy hero at home looking for your next project? This is your chance to get started by entering to win 10,000 Rand in cash each week from Plascon South Africa. Buy any Plascon product and post a pic of yourself with your product on social media with hashtag PlasconSA. Make sure you follow Plascon SA on Facebook and Instagram. Competition closes midday Friday, 9th August, so enter now. T's and C's on expressoshow.com.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
And you're back on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. A happy Thursday if you just tuned in. Thank you for being here. And you came at a good time because let me remind you that every day is Kipe Day when you play Daily Lotto for an estimated 520,000 Rand jackpot this Thursday. I got one question for you. What are you waiting for?
I know. You're waiting for the details. I know that. That's fine. Let me give the details. You can buy tickets right now in store. When you walk in, be positive. Look at the individual behind the counter and say, I'd like to purchase a ticket. And you never know. Then nationallottery.co.za. That's a very good website to use. The mobile app convenient on your phone. Another thing on your phone, cell phone banking, or simply dial star 120 star 7529 hash for USSD.
Oh, I love that. Now, all these details are, of course, on our social media pages. Give us a follow, post your selfies today, and then play Daily Lotto for an estimated 520,000 Rand jackpot today for your chance at a big payday before payday. Can you imagine?
Yes.
So play right now.
Yes, we're going to press play right now. With this talent on your stage, a bit of mixed masala for you. It's Ruby Gold.
Grand Rising, South Africa. I'm that Portuguese chick from South Africa with the mixed masala flavor. I'm here to perform my song called Filha da Lolita. I hope you like it. Yeah. Woo! I waited my whole life for this moment. Let's go. Digo aha. Aha. Yeah. Digo aha. Woo. Can you feel that? It's that heat, that fire.
and gentlemen, I
that
feel
was
like I'm
great.
sweating. Woo.
No, we are sweating. You know what happened, right? As soon as you started with that song, we couldn't stop. Like
We
were
literally-
talking about things for the show a little bit later.
And then we
couldn't.
were here.
We were breaking it down. It was great. Honestly, I'm looking forward to more. So please stay there, Ruby Gold. Also, please stay there if you are looking for the Mini Yogini Club. I know it sounds interesting, but it's for kids. It's mindfulness for kids. It's a program that's going to add a bit more calm, flexibility, mobility, peace, good breathing, all the things you need to have a healthy mind and a healthy brain and a healthy body. That is coming your way soon.
Oh, it's so good for the kids, man. What better time than now? Not only that, speaking about kids, we're talking about school lunchboxes. We want to inspire you just a little bit. We have Chef Emma Murray in the building, and she's going to show us exactly how to do that. So we'll see you after this very short break.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It's your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And you know what we think about you when it comes to the brand new school year? Lunchboxes are now back in full swing. 2025, back in full swing. And it's time to rethink our lunchbox game. Say goodbye to boring sandwiches and those salads as well. Let's make mealtime exciting and fun again. And Chef Emma Murray is here to make sure that we have 3 easy and delicious chicken lunchbox ideas that'll keep you fueled and focused for the entire work or school day. Chef Emma.
Hi.
It's so nice to have you again.
It's so nice to be back.
Yes.
I like it here.
And you do, right?
I really
You can
do.
stay.
Thank you.
Actually.
Thanks.
I'm
I
going to
will.
leave now, and you can do the
no,
spice.
but-
Okay,
no.
All right, that's fine.
Not right now.
So it's January. Obviously, money after the festive is a bit limited, which means we have to maximize our money and
Yes.
maximize our flavor and maximize our excitement. How do we do that?
So we make delicious rotisserie chickens, everyone's favorite thing.
Yes,
The
you-
rotisserie chicken.
That's correct.
Our rotisserie chickens are made with real butter in the brine as well, so that's why they're so good and everyone wants to eat them.
Yes.
For this part of
Yeah.
this, we're going to be utilizing the whole chicken, including the bones.
What?
Yes, I know. So
I love, you know, my surname is Wasty, but I do not like wasting.
that's beautiful.
So that's why this is important.
It
to me.
is important,
Thank you.
really. So So what I want you to do is take a rotisserie chicken.
Yes.
You're going to keep the bones once you've eaten, once you've pulled, whatever you've done. You can store those bones in the freezer, and then you're going to be making this Asian broth. So what we're making today is something the kids will love, the older kids will love, and the kids who have to go to work. So.
And this is the cool thing. And also, it's broth, which means you can actually teach your kids how to make this, which is now a family activity, and it's connecting, which is so good. So let's do this thing together. Another thing, why do you think chicken is a better and more affordable option for a lunchbox?
I think that chicken is one of those things that can be eaten hot or cold. And lunchtime, at my school, we didn't have anything to heat up our meals.
No,
we didn't have like a microwave or anything.
We had the sun.
And which was cool because the top gets toasted, but the bottom stays moist.
That's exactly it.
So chicken is a nice one because you can eat it hot or cold. It's also super versatile, which I'm going to show you today.
Okay, versatility. Okay, let's go.
So I've got my chicken bones. You can have one carcass or you can have many carcasses.
Do you need heat?
No, not yet.
Oh, not yet.
Not yet.
Put some heat in.
I'm going to add water.
Right.
About 2 liters.
And this is the carcass, eh?
This is the carcass. It's like the part where you think you should be throwing it away, but you shouldn't.
All right.
A knob of ginger that's beautifully sliced.
And ginger's really good. It's rich in antioxidants.
Especially for January, you're coming out of the holiday season and now your body's like...
Thank you.
It's work time. I'm going to just crush some garlic. If you're too scared to crush garlic with a knife, you can use the back of a pot and you can just whack it. Get all your anger.
But I do like this.
Yeah, this is fun. This feels like chefy.
And then with the back of the knife?
With the back of the knife, I'm just going to bruise my lemongrass, get all those delicious flavors out. And then I'm going to I add 1 chili, but if you're someone who likes a spicy, you can add...
getting Asian here.
We're going Asian.
We're going to go Asian chicken broth. Okay, cool.
And then I want you to cook this for like 45 to an hour.
All right.
Let it go, taste it. You're going to season it with salt, and then you're going to season it with sesame oil and soy sauce. Really get it to the vibe that you're vibing.
That's definitely Asian. And also, would you say longer the better?
The longer the better, but also because the chicken's already being cooked and use all those flavors, and you want it still to be a little bit fresh, you can get away with being shorter.
All right, cool.
And then you get this beautiful chicken broth. As you can see, like it looks like you're getting younger if you have it.
It looks like it's rich in collagen.
Yeah.
You know, and also like rich in...
People love collagen.
Antioxidants.
Exactly.
Really good for the body, so I'm happy.
And then I want you to take another jar, and you can really utilize all of the Woolworths deliciousness.
Okay,
my favorite.
Staple.
It is a staple.
On everything?
I think I've come here every time and used this.
No, but it's just... You know why? Because in the morning, if I make like let's just say, egg white scramble.
Oh my gosh.
That on there. That's great.
That's very healthy, eh?
This is fantastic. And apparently today with Chef Emma, we have 2 stations that are happening, right? This is only station number 1. We're going to get the station number 2 very quickly, but let's go. So you're going to assemble that.
So I'm just
what a cool idea and a job.
I also thought so. It's like super trendy online as well. So I'm like hot on trend
Look
currently.
at you, you're so trendy right now. Hello.
And then you're just going to put the veg that you like in there. Some onions, some pepper, a little bit of coriander, and I love mint in this.
I love mint.
And then you top it with your shredded chicken. Pop the lid on. You take it to work or school. You can either heat it up or you can have it cold, pour it over there. Bob's your uncle. You've got like ramen in a jar on the go.
Thank you very much.
And I have to go.
Let's just go. We're going to go. Go.
Go.
Go.
So this one, actually, I've decided you're going to make this.
All right.
It's butter chicken mayo. So we're reinventing the chicken mayo sandwich.
Okay, so how fast can you do this?
I can do it really fast.
Show me.
Here's shredded chicken. Here's mayonnaise. You have to add the mayonnaise to the shredded chicken, like this.
All right.
Then you got to add this spice and this oil to a pot.
You just glagged it in there.
Heat that up.
Like
I did.
That is so good.
Measuring with your heart.
Great. What is that?
This is butter chicken oil. So we made this delicious oil. So mayonnaise is
made butter chicken oil?
Yeah, well...
Where do I get that?
You get it here. You have to make it yourself.
Oh.
But
so what do you do?
This butter chicken spice...
And then oil?
In oil.
Yes.
On the stove. Deliciousness. You mix that up.
That is such a great idea. And I smell butter chicken right now.
So you can put on your sandwich. You can put on your pasta salad. You can put on in a wrap.
Put it on my skin.
You can put it... Oh, yeah.
It just smells that good. I'm so sorry.
You can, sure. It does smell good, eh?
It smells so good.
You can add some chopped coriander. I'm just
Do it. Yes, from the other station. That's station number 1.
Yeah, from
You're going to the past now.
I'm just going to add some picked coriander in here quickly. And then I'm going to build a sandwich. Oops.
Great. But this is amazing.
I'm going to build it on my hand.
Yeah. No, do it.
Here's lettuce.
Yes.
I'm actually going to build it right here.
Do it. Just, why not?
Right there.
Just
butter
have fun with
chicken
this.
Mayo. How cool.
Great.
And then some pickled red onion.
You have to. Pickled red onion is important, and you know another thing that I have everywhere
Pickled red
because
onion.
this
I think
here
I use it every single time as well.
is beautiful, and you just have a few of those on top.
Look
and
at
that's
that.
It.
Like,
Done and
that's a
dusted.
zhuzhed sandwich. Matt, your kids will be the envy of the other kids.
Butter chicken, very creamy, beautiful onion.
But
It's got a
that
bit of acidity,
you know,
balance.
balance.
Love it. Let's
then
go.
we're over to a chicken mini pie. Also super cool. Do you know what everyone loves? Is those little Woolworths mini pies.
Yes,
So now we're
especially when
gonna
you don't want to eat anything, and then you
No.
walk past the counter
you're like,
where you
"I'll
get the
have
rotisserie
5."
chicken,
Yes,
and
you're
then
like,
you
"I'll
get
have
8 of
this."
those.
Yes.
Correct.
And then you eat them in the car.
That's right.
So, moms,
Or
we're going to
there.
make mini pies.
Yes.
But the fun thing about this is that you get your rotisserie chicken. We've already given you our delicious gravy.
Quick
you don't
one.
have,
Could we put that mix in the pie too? The butter chicken.
Oh my gosh, absolutely.
Okay, so we just
wow,
start 2
you're really good.
No, you.
No,
no,
you.
Chef,
No, you.
no, you. Okay, that's fine.
And then
Right.
whatever your kids love most. Do they love corn? You can add corn. Do they
Yes.
love, I don't know if kids love peas. I like peas.
Peas,
You can
yes.
add peas. I've got some roasted vegetables here.
Edamame.
Yeah, you can, wow.
Why
that's-
not?
Yeah, sure.
Asian.
Yeah, okay.
Great.
Okay, yeah. We can go there.
Let's just go there.
Okay.
Why not? Let's have fun.
And then you have this beautiful chicken mayo, chicken, what is this? Gravy mix.
Yes, chicken gravy.
And then you've got puff pastry. We sell puff pastry. It's in our freezer.
I've seen it.
You can put
Used it.
your mix just like this. You can add as many vegetables or as few vegetables as you
I think the more
prefer.
vegetables, the better, especially
Depends
if
if
you're making
kids,
this.
though, I don't know.
But that's the thing. They don't see it. They bite into it, and then by the time it's too late.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Then you're going to just close your pie like this.
Good idea.
You're going to crimp the sides. You can make it as neat or as not. Actually, your kids can do this.
That's the thing. This is
Kids
where
can
it gets
do
exciting.
this. You're going to crimp it like this.
All right.
It's okay
And then
if some juice gets
once we've
out.
done that,
And then
I'm assuming that
you
you're
can
going to have
go
to
either,
brush it.
Yes. Do you want to brush?
I'm just going to just do this
Yes.
quickly.
And then you can
yeah.
either pop this back into the freezer and take it out,
Yeah.
and you can bake it the day before you need the lunch, or you can bake them and then serve them immediately. But look how good they look.
And then that's it. We brush it there,
In the
and it goes in
oven.
the oven, and we're done and dusted.
That's it.
I love it.
Like 3 whole meals and like
3 whole meals.
Right
we've
now.
got jars, we've got beautiful butter chicken
Sandwiches.
sandwiches, we've got vegetables. All of them have chicken in it.
Yes.
All of them are very good for your body.
Yes.
And all of them are on expressoshow.com for all the recipes, which is
Yes.
wonderful. So I'm happy. Chef Emma, you're incredible.
thanks for having me, guys.
Wow, mouth-watering recipes, that is great. So look here, don't be chicken to use your chicken. You can do a broth. You can do a butter chicken mayo if you want to. You can do a pie. These are all yours in the kitchen, ready to go. expressoshow.com. Have a great year. And you know what? Life's too short for boring lunches, eh? Way too short. Let's get all flexy with some yoga.
And after that little bit of inspiration, let's carry on inspiring you right now, because this morning we're going to be jumping into the wonderful world of Mini Yogini Club. Now, this is SA's leading kids yoga and mindfulness program, and it's all about kids yoga, blending mindfulness, play, and movement to nurture physical and emotional well-being. I think this is the perfect time for many kids also getting back to school now and needing to deal with those emotions. So it's time to get ready to explore how little ones can grow through this fun journey. And joining us in the studio, we have Simone Borcherding with us. She's the owner of Mini Yogini Club, and Cara van Rensburg on my left over there. That young little superstar that you can see. She's a mini yogi in training, and she's going to be sharing some of the exciting practices and show you how easy it is and how fun it is to get involved in some of this incredible movement. So, Cara, good morning. Thanks for being a part of this. And Simone, how are you doing?
Oh, so good. So good.
Yeah,
Thanks.
talk to me about the reason for why this is so important. I think for kids especially, we are overwhelmed with sensations, external influence, and we get so thrown off. How do we bring ourselves to center? How do kids focus in this crazy world?
Totally. And you mentioned it now. They're going into a big transition now. There's so many transitions kids are experiencing at every moment of every day. And it can be quite dysregulating. And yoga is a really great way to bring them back to themselves through their breath, through their body awareness, through kind of tapping into how they're feeling and what that feels like in their body.
Yeah, and I'm looking at Cara now, and she's absolutely focused. She's excited. She looks like she's absolutely in the zone as well. So clearly this program is doing good things for the kids. Talk to me about what exactly the program involves, or maybe you can take me through some of the steps and the magic that you create here.
Yeah, so we've developed a kids yoga and mindfulness program that we have extended to schools across Cape Town, and we're growing gradually. And one of the things we focus on is emotional regulation. And, you know, at school, we're so much in the head. growing this amazing muscle in our brains. But in yoga, we're growing our muscles in our bodies, but also our heart and tapping into what we're feeling. So right now, we've got this beautiful circle of cards over here. So you can grab a card.
Can I grab one as well?
Yeah, grab a card.
Are you going to grab one as well?
These are all cards we've developed at Mini Yogini Club to scoot forward. And yeah, they kind of express how we're feeling.
I've got my card.
You've got your card. Yeah. What are you feeling, my love? Oh.
Actually, can I change mine?
Yeah, change it. You can take two, you know, it's never just one thing. What would you like? Calm, excited? Excited, yeah. There we go. Ooh. I would say I'm feeling a bit. I was going to take tired.
You can grab it if you want.
We can share it.
Okay, we're going to share this. So I'm picking up cards. These obviously relate to maybe my emotion or how I feel.
Yes.
What do I actually do with the card, though?
Well, you know, I mean, we'd sit in class. We'd sit and we'd each get a turn to talk about how we're feeling, how that feels in our bodies, and you know, it just brings awareness. It just you know, that's one of the main things we're doing. We're not trying to create you know, too much of a thing for it. At the end of the day, you know, these kids also want to have fun, and that's what I think we should do now. Actually, yes. We should get into a bit of a yoga flow. We've got a fun sequence planned.
Keen, all right.
Would you like to do that?
I would love to do that. Can Mzansi get involved in this as well?
Would love that.
Awesome.
You just need a little open space. You don't need anything else.
Take
really.
My shoes off.
Take those shoes
Pop those
off.
over there.
Sit over
Cara,
here.
you ready? You excited?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Mzansi, this is obviously a great opportunity for you to maybe join in as well and get a feel for what we're about to bring out and maybe some grounding too.
Yeah, totally.
Right, Simone, stage is yours.
So I love to twinkle our fingers and our backs up straight and our shoulders down, and we're going to take a deep breath in and out. And we're going to end the same way too, and let's just give each other a little bow. It's so good to be here with you all. So let's scoot our bums back, and we're going to put our legs forward and point our toes up, and we're going to go on a beach adventure. But one of the most exciting things, well, one of the most important things is, what do we need when we go to the beach? Sunscreen. That's
nice. Cara says
so
sunscreen.
Let's reach up, get that sunscreen, squeeze it into your hand, rub it, and get it onto those legs in the front. And then let's put our hands behind us, and you can lean all the way back if you've got space, which you probably don't, and rub the back of your legs.
Oh, you sneaky, hey? This is a bit of an exercise. You just snuck in. I see what you've done.
Look up at the sun above you and breathing out. Look at the sand below you, curling your back. Now we're going to actually scoot back into downward dog, sticking our bums up in the air and pretend we're a little dog digging the sand. We know how much dogs love to dig in sand. And then we're going to look between our hands and step forward. And now we're going to dive, get into a bit of a diver's pose, and we're going to dive into the tidal pool, putting our hands on the ground, stepping one foot back, other foot back into a plank pose, all the way down, and let's swim like a fish.
Well, Cara, you look like a dolphin over there. Nice.
And then from there, we're going to lift up for some air, breathing in, and right in front of us is a rock filled with sea snails. So let's come into a sea snail position, sticking your bum up, stretching your arms forward. And then from there, we're going to come forward, one leg forward, the other leg forward, coming up. This is our last experience of the ocean, the tidal pool, and we're going to do a little stretch. We're going to cross over, pretending we're a sea anemone swaying in the water. There we go. And then lastly, we're going to surf. And if you want, I'm not going to try, but you can try. You can get into surfer's pose, more advanced yogis. If we had a bit more time, we could get onto this lovely...
Oh, you do this pose with that?
You could try. Oh. And we're going to go into warrior two, and then windmill our hands down, coming into the front of our mat, and then sitting down. And that's it. We can lie down into a little shavasana if you want.
Wow.
And have a moment of meditation, closing your eyes. Cara's going to keep meditating.
Cara, that was incredible. Well done. I got to say, Simone, this is something that I think you've been so smart about, because a lot of what we've just done here, I'm so familiar with when it comes to cat camel, child's pose, opening up the hips, unlocking the body.
Totally.
And you're essentially doing that in such a fun way, creating a game and an adventure for the kids. So absolutely brilliant stuff. I think Mini Yogini Club is doing something special for the kids, which is perfect. And I think you, Mzansi, need to get involved and reach out to them, because if you want them to be a part of your school or maybe one of your kids' events, I think it's an incredible opportunity to bring awareness to children,
Totally.
allow them to express themselves in a fun way, and I think this is such a beautiful challenge. Clearly, the product of the product, they're looking like an absolute superstar. So, Cara, thank you so much for coming through.
Thanks, man.
You were amazing this morning. Simone, thank you as well. I
Thanks,
think this is
Ryle.
such an awesome and an important thing that many, many kids need. So,
Completely.
love the work you're doing, and I hope to see more of it. Thank you so much for
Likewise.
sharing
Thanks
that
for
with us
having
this
us.
morning. Absolutely. Mzansi, I hope you're feeling a little bit more re-energized, reinvigorated, and grounded after that one.
Oh, man. I definitely do feel grounded. Do you feel grounded?
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness, Mini Yogini, but can I also join? We're kind of mini. We're small human beings, okay? We also want to get involved and also be preparing ourselves for something oh so delicious. Ruby Gold is still in the building and we have another performance by her coming your way soon. And if that first one is anything to go by, we are in for such a treat. You're making it feel like it's the weekend. You know what I'm saying?
I'm getting it started. It's Sheila's day.
Yes, I love this. Absolutely into it. Also, yes, Luther Vandross is still what we're talking about. That biopic is coming your way. JP Sebastian is still in the building, so we'll get into all that goodness straight after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And I can tell you now that Ruby Gold is here. An incredible voice, makes us dance, but there's more to Ruby Gold than meets the eye, which is why we do quickfire questions. Why quickfire works? Because when you have to answer quickly, you're very, very honest. Very honest, right?
Yeah.
Are you ready? Why are you so
am.
nervous? Don't be nervous.
I'm naturally honest, so I'm scared because I sometimes burn down
Okay,
houses.
cool. Lovely.
And I shouldn't do that all the time.
You should. It's important. Though. What's your favorite thing to do on a weekend?
Relax.
Good to hear. Right, what's the name of your first hit?
Invitation to dance.
Thank you. I've accepted the invitation already. What's the most embarrassing moment you can remember?
Forgetting my lyrics on stage.
That's great. Did you make some up on the spot?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, lovely.
I continued.
Portuguese or English?
Portuguese.
Oh, my word.
I continued with the flow.
You got to do that.
Yeah.
It's important. What's the silliest nickname you've ever been given?
Silliest?
Yeah, like a strange nickname. They're like, hey, Roops! Something like that. Colby.
Mistaka Monique, I guess.
Mistaka
I don't
Monique.
think it's silly. It's one of, I don't know, I don't think I've been called a silly nickname.
But that's cool, though.
But they call me Mistaka.
Mistaka. I like it. It works for me. Let's move on. What's the best place you've traveled to outside of this country? Besides
Thailand.
Mozambique. Okay, Thailand.
Yeah.
Lovely. That's beautiful. Who's your favorite superhero?
Me.
Great answer. You win this quickfire, by the way. That was a trick question, and you won. This is fantastic. So what do you say would be your superpower?
Love.
Stop it.
I'm serious.
Okay, so if Superman is kryptonite, what is yours?
Hatred.
Oh, love it.
Yeah.
This makes sense. I feel like that was a bit too easy, wasn't it?
It was.
Let's move on, shall we? What's your one piece of advice on love?
Feel it.
Feel it.
Yeah. Love is patient, love is kind, love is serious. Feel it.
Feel it.
Feel it.
This is beautiful. Yeah. I'm going to go straight from love to a food combination that you think is really strange.
Mixed masala and cucumbers.
That sounds great.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe mixed masala and tomatoes. Oh, still.
Sounds great. Mixed masala really goes with everything. This is why everybody loves you. Think about that for a second. What's your favorite time of the day?
When I get to meditate, so early hours of the morning.
Fantastic. Night owl, are you one of those?
Yeah, I
Okay,
am.
good. Tell me, what's your idea of a perfect date?
Someone who pays attention. A perfect date would be, oh my gosh, I have to paint the scenario?
Very quickly.
Okay, a perfect date would literally be somebody who pays attention to what I am. I'm not specific about where and how, but just pay attention to me and surprise me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pay attention to you and surprise you.
Yes.
Love it. Ruby Gold for you. Performing a little bit later, it's great. And if you ask me what my perfect date is, I'd say 16 January, 8 o'clock, which is when you get the news with Carissa.
Thank you so much, Carl. Let's start with those national headlines first, where the Director General of the Department of Basic Education, Matunzima Mweli, yesterday emphasized the need for stronger synergy between education and training to address issues like scarce skills, poor infrastructure, and high unemployment. Following the release of the 2024 matric results, he suggested that over 60% of students should consider technical vocational training. Meanwhile, Minister Siviwe Gwarube, currently in the Eastern Cape, assured support for schools to ensure readiness and a conducive learning environment for the 2025 academic year. Schools reopened nationwide today for the new academic year. Sticking to news in South Africa, the death toll from a Stilfontein illegal mining tragedy in Northwest has risen to 78, with 166 miners brought to the surface at Shaft 11, including 22 rescued alive yesterday. Since the operation began, dozens of trips have been made to retrieve bodies and survivors from the disused mine. The Northwest Health Department has dismissed claims that mortuary facilities in the Dr. Kenneth Kaunda district are overwhelmed, following reports of bodies being temporarily stored in pathology vehicles. Looking at those international news headlines, French police are investigating a fraud case involving a 53-year-old French woman who was scammed out of 16 million rand by fraudsters posing as actor Brad Pitt. Known only as Anne, she believed she was in a relationship with Pitt for 18 months, transferring money to the scammers who claimed, among other things, that Pitt needs funds for medical treatment. Now, the scammers manipulated her with love poems, fake news reports and AI photos. And after losing her life savings and divorcing her millionaire husband, she attempted suicide multiple times, but is now assisting police in their efforts to catch the criminals. Meanwhile, Daniel Chapo was yesterday sworn in as Mozambique's new president in a subdued ceremony in Maputo, which was overshadowed by an opposition boycott. Many businesses were closed and the streets remained quiet after defeated candidate Venancio Modlane called for a national strike in protest over disputed election results. Now, Chapo, who won with 65% of the vote, pledged to promote unity and human rights amid reports of over 300 deaths in post-election violence. He also vowed to fight corruption and called for the restoration of national pride. Now, bringing it back home with our final story for today, where Cape Town has officially claimed the title of the best city in the world for 2025, soaring from second place last year to the top spot. Along with Cape Town, Bangkok, New York, Melbourne and London round the top 5. Now, Time Out's prestigious annual ranking is based on the voices of over 18,500 residents from across the globe, and Cape Town's stellar blend of natural beauty, vibrant nightlife, delectable food food scene and rich cultural offerings earned it high praise across the board. With 97% of Cape Townians expressing happiness with their city, it's clear this world-class destination is not just a place to visit, it's a place to call home. Cape Town, you are #1. That is bragging titles for sure, and we honestly couldn't be any more prouder. That's where we leave your news for today. We'll check in again tomorrow, 6 a.m. sharp. For now, though, let's have that final look at your sports with Ryle.
Thank you so much, Carissa. Yes, let's take a final look at sport and a final reminder that, G-Man, you need to step it up with your team, brother. Listen, Arsenal reignited their Premier League title hopes with a spirited 2-1 comeback win over Tottenham Hotspurs in the North London derby last night. After Son Heung-min's early goal stunned the Emirates, an own goal from Dominic Solanke and a strike by Leandro Trossard before halftime secured Arsenal's first win in 4 matches. Now, the Gunners now sit 4 points behind leaders Liverpool, who are held by Nottingham Forest. Now we move to cricket, and Luandre Pretorius shone with a blistering 83 of 52 balls to propel the Paarl Royals to a commanding 6-wicket victory over MI Cape Town in the SA20 clash at Boland Park. Now chasing 159 runs, Pretorius smashed 8 fours and 3 sixes, thriving on a challenging pitch where others struggled for fluency. Now, David Miller also contributed an unbeaten 24 runs to seal the win, avenging Monday's derby loss. Now we move to the world of rugby, and former Wallabies captain Michael Hooper is coming out of retirement, and that's to join Japan's Toyota Verblitz for the remainder of the 2024-25 season. Now, the 33-year-old, who played 125 tests and captained Australia a record 69 times, was persuaded by former All Blacks coach Steve Hansen. Now, Hooper last played for Verblitz in 2021 and had recently turned to commentary after missing out on the Paris Olympics. Now, lastly, in a roundup of all things sport, we move to tennis, and Novak Djokovic overcame a spirited challenge from Portuguese qualifier Jaime Faria to secure a 6-1, 6-7, 6-3, 6-2 victory, advancing to the Australia Open third round. Now, the triumph marked Djokovic's 430th Grand Slam singles match, surpassing Roger Federer on 429 and Serena Williams with 423, and that's for the most in the Open era. Now, the 37-year-old next faces Czech 26th seed Tomáš Mašák. Well, that's all things sport. We'll do it all again tomorrow morning. But for now, though, a last round of traffic, and let's see how we can assist you. Here's Carlitos.
Thanks, my brother. Let's take a look at your traffic. Now, let's start in Gauteng in Woodlands area. There's been an accident on the N1 northbound at the Buccleuch interchange. Lanes are restricted, causing delays, so please proceed with extra caution when passing through and maintain a safe following distance. Let's go to Cape Town. Somerset West traffic is slow moving on the N2 outbound before Victoria. Delays are expected. Do allow some extra travel time. And wherever you are heading, stay vigilant while driving, stay safe, and get to work beautifully as we get into weather. Weather news, I'll start there. South African Weather Service has issued a yellow level 2 warning for severe thunderstorms across Gauteng, parts of northwest, eastern Free State, southwestern Limpopo, and the western Mpumalanga Highveld. The storms may bring heavy downpours, damaging winds, hail, and excessive lightning, leading to localized flooding. Extremely high fire danger is forecast for parts of the Northern Cape. Meanwhile, the Department of Water and Sanitation reports improved Vaal Dam levels, rising from 46.2% to 50.53%. The rainfall has also boosted the integrated Vaal River system by 8%, with overall national dam storage nearing 80%. And now the competition wraps up with this sunrise view. Let's take a look. Serena from Belipto has sent this over. Now, the thing is about a sunrise, it doesn't necessarily have to be filled with color. Sometimes there's beauty in the simplicity of light grays and a sun in the sky promising a good day. That's what I love. I'm very poetic when I see these views. 0634088863. Send yours over. I'd like to add some poetry to yours as we look at the temperatures across Mzansi for your day.
I like the 0% rainfall everywhere for now. I think that we can take a pause on that and enjoy summer for what it is.
Yes, please. I want to slap it on. I want my hat on and the Speedo, and let's make the most of summer, baby.
Any excuse to get a new Speedo, this one. Well, listen, Expresso fam, so much to come your way in this final hour that we get to hang out together this Thursday morning. We've got to get into another performance by Ruby Gold. She is phenomenal. She's not only gorgeous, but sounds so incredible. So we definitely want to get our dance on and make sure that we have a good time.
We're going to have a good time because it's not only Ruby Gold, but we're also paying homage to the one and only Vandross. And he's got a biopic that's coming through. And JP Sebastian is going to bring us all the inspiration, all the hears, and all the reasons to get involved and behind this one. So, Mzansi, we have so much to look forward to. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, Mzansi. Your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And clearly, the two of us are feeling so good. There's been so much to celebrate. Good food, good music, good conversation, and it doesn't stop there.
You know, we have to have some talent back on the stage. It's very, very important, though. We've had Ruby Gold here, a mixed masala of cultures all coming together with a bit of Portuguese, a little bit of English, and a bit of Amapiano all mixed together. Honestly, it is the most incredible breakfast we've ever had. Let's have more.
Hello there. I'm going to be singing my next songs called Burning Fire as well as Maria. Yeah.
Sorry. What you know about that flame? That flame that can't be tamed. Yeah. Yeah. That's right. She wants to catch a fire. Oh, she wants to catch a fever. She wants to catch that fire burning in her belly fever. She wants to catch a fire. Don't tell anybody fire. She wants to catch that feeling. Ting, 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 ting. Sound alarm, ting, ting. Because she's the burning fire. And the girl don't need a water. She is the flame fire. She moving like a snake fire. The girl is hot fire. You want her name fire, so you can claim fire. She out of your league fire. And I just can't believe it. She woke up from her sleep. She woke up with a burning desire. And no one can unsee it. She's back, oh yes indeed. She woke up with a burning desire. And a ring, ting, 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 ting. A sound alarm, ting, ting. Because she is the burning fire. A ring, ting, 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 ting. A sound alarm, ting, ting. Because she is the burning fire. And the girl don't need a water. She is the flame fire. She moving like a snake fire. The girl is hot fire. You want her name fire, so you can claim fire. She out of your league fire. And the girl don't need a water. She is the flame fire. She moving like a snake fire. The girl is hot fire. You want her name fire, so you can claim fire. She out of your league fire. Hey, and a ring, ting, 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 ting. Yeah, a sound alarm, ting, ting. Yeah, because she's the burning fire. Yeah, a ting, 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 ting. Yeah, a sound alarm, ting, ting. Yeah, because she's the burning fire. This girl is just a burning fire. Hey, she's the burning fire. This girl is just a burning fire. Woo! Fire flame. And I'm for no guazinta bayako. I'm for no guazinta bayako. I'm for no guazinta bayako. Fire flame. And the girl don't need the water. She is the flame fire. She moving like a snake fire. The girl is hot fire. You want her name fire, so you can claim fire. She out of your league fire. And a ring, ting, 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 ting. Yeah, a sound alarm, ting, ting. Yeah, because she's the burning fire. A ting, 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 ting. A sound alarm, ting, ting. Yeah, because she's the burning fire. This girl is just a burning fire. She's the burning fire. This girl is just a burning fire. South Africa, how you doing over there? Yeah. Sashi, 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 sa. Are you feeling? Are you burning up? Are we here? Yeah, boo. The next song is called Maria. This is to my grandmother. I love you still. Maria não faz isso. Maria não faz isso. Maria não faz isso. Maria não faz isso. Came in with her guns blazing. She's flaming now. Didn't know her
way now. This is put that on blast. Everyone's going to move out the way as well when you sing. It's perfect. It's made for it. Absolutely.
Wow.
That's Ruby Gold, ladies and gentlemen. If you're wondering who she is, well, you just found out. She's amazing, and you can find her online and get all of her new music. Mixed Masala EP has been dropping, and we are so here for it. Please take a bow, Queen.
Take a bow, Ruby Gold! I love her. Wow. I feel like I'm even out of breath because we've been dancing this entire time. But you know what, Carl? It's never too much.
No, it's never too much, never too much, never too much. Yes, that's true. That sounds a lot like, oh, the Luther will set you free. Don't you forget that. And you know what? We've got a biopic coming through with Luther Vandross, of course, but also we've got to build up to a couple of facts as well to kind of set the scene, as we did a little earlier. So Luther Vandross, we are going to celebrate this individual. Plus, there is that movie, right?
There is indeed. JP Sebastian, of course, coming through, reminding us that there's a biopic in town that we want to get involved in, and we're going to hear the latest and hopefully the greatest. All about it. It's never too much, and it's happening straight after this. See you soon.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Yeah, Mzansi, welcome back to it. Your Feel Good Breakfast Show, opening up right here on S3 and opening you up to so much good stuff. Good music, good conversation, good food, and obviously hyping you up for some biopics, which is what we're about this morning. We spoke about Bob Dylan earlier, and now it's time for Luther.
Oh, never too much, never too much, never too much. Absolutely love it. Literally, that first bass line, it's everything. Well, this film is following Luther Vandross's nearly 40 years in the entertainment industry, and it also highlights his career highs and, of course, some of his lows. It is released in cinemas tomorrow, and what better way to get amped up for the release than by getting to know the man, the myth, the legend, Luther Vandross. Let's get into a couple of facts. I think we've all got a little something up our sleeves. This documentary is going to be fantastic. So I will start off saying that, did you know that Luther Vandross actually comes from a musical family?
I would assume that, actually. I mean, that makes sense. That makes sense.
It feels that way. I feel like he probably had like siblings or something, or like parents who were in the church.
Right.
Because he's got that church timbre in the voice. There's something about that. You know, that whole like, you know, there's something there.
So, you spot on, man.
So there's got to be something in there, definitely. But at the same time, we have to start somewhere.
What else you got for us, bro?
So with any of our careers, you know, we've always done something, like a little something that's parallel to what we're doing right now.
Right.
Like, you know, Raul, we've got a 12-year-old's birthday. Don't you want to come over, man, and, you know, and do something? Yes, we all done it. So for Luther, that was actually doing jingles for ads.
I love
What,
that.
like he sang jingles?
Yes.
You're joking.
That's right. Like,
What?
Oh, I'm loving
yes,
it.
that's right.
Humble
we
big-
love high prices. It's never too much, never too much. Like, so that's what he used to do back in the day. Yeah.
Wow, okay. I'm sure I actually fall for one or two of his sales, actually. I mean, you can't say no to a voice like that, but that makes sense. Starting at humble beginnings, it just shows you that it doesn't matter where you start, it's where you're going and how you finish that's important. Another thing that might be interesting, and this is something that I wasn't actually aware of, he actually battled weight issues and health complications, yet his determination and passion for music never wavered, and it never even made us think that he even had any issues.
No, he was such a light to many of us, a beacon of hope. But let's get into that. He was actually also very charitable, and he had a lot of good work for good causes that he would do, which is so great because when you become that famous, you really don't have to do anything. You could sit on your money and just enjoy your life, but he really paid it forward. So it's really good to hear that.
Another great thing on a wellness level, now, despite the fact health complications and weight fluctuations as well, but at the same time, he never drank or smoked. You know, he was one of those individuals.
That's crazy.
You know, he kept it as clean as possible.
Really?
Sober.
How? But like in the scene, in the places he's
on the groove,
performing,
right?
Surely that. What is on his rider? Can have some sparkling water. And,
well, obviously, it's a non-smoking room because everybody else smoked on stage at that time of
I actually have more respect for this man. That's amazing. Because back then, like smoking was fine. You could smoke in front of babies in the car. That was the norm back then, bro.
But you know how it goes, man. You can't smell like smoke or alcohol when you want to dance with your father again. So this makes a lot of sense.
I absolutely love that. Speaking about his musical family, one of his biggest influences was actually his sister named Patricia.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sister Patricia.
In that meantime, I wonder if, and I'm assuming that there was a musical family, so she must have been like head of the church choir or something.
She looks like it.
Yeah, she looks like she's got some passion in that voice. And if it's something that can inspire Luther, then you can only imagine what the voice actually sounded like. Wow. All right, well, there's more to talk about. There's also the fact that, let's not forget, he was an incredible artist. And a lot of people agreed because he sold over 40 million worldwide music option covers. You call it singles. Whatever it was called back in the day. They were also like LPs, maybe? I'm sure he comes from the LP era.
Yeah, LP 8 tracks.
Yeah.
The cassettes also, remember those?
Yeah, rewind that. Okay.
CD and Napster.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, we're going back, bro.
Throwback. Oh my goodness. Well, let's get into the spirit of the movie, all right? And take a look at his music video for Never Too Much, Never Too Much, Never Too Much.
Down.
A thousand kisses from you is never too much. I just don't wanna stop. Oh my love. A million days in your arms is never too much. I just don't wanna stop. Never too much, never too much, never too much.
Yes. You know what? If there's one guy that can do Luther Vandross, Fakii Isaac, you must hear that guy.
Oh, man.
I wish he was here.
I wish he was here. Can we quickly call him?
He's here.
Hey!
He's here. Sorry, I didn't know.
Man, that's like a walking Luther right there.
That guy.
I'm so excited. Thank you, Carlitos. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Cape Town's Luther Vandross for coming through just for this moment. And I can't wait to hear his incredible voice. Of course, Fakii Isaacs is here, Mzansi. That means we're going to get to hear some good stuff, and I can't wait for that.
Excited.
But also giving us the hype for the biopic of Luther, which is entitled Never Too Much. JP Sebastian's coming through to give us the hype on that one. So, I'm getting excited, people. This will be cool.
Never too much, never too much, never too much.
Please stay there. The Luther will set you free.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And yes, we're giving you all the feel good this morning because there's only one reason for it. It's not even Luther Vandross. It's because JP Sebastian is still in the building. And we're talking about Luther and this documentary that either has dropped, is going to drop. We'll find out the details. It has dropped, and it's got all to do with being never too much. Because you can never be too much.
You can take Luther anytime you like because it's out tomorrow, actually. Sorry, that was my bad, South Africa. I should let them know. But on cinemas tomorrow. And obviously, really important to South Africans. Every party you go to, that first bass line comes in that you were talking.
Yeah.
I feel like that was inspiration for that quote. Very, very important at a auntie's birthday. That's my number! that came from that.
For us, the quote, the old adage was, "Hosh."
Yes, I do recall that one as well.
Hoya!
I remember even Saya Khaleesi did that one as well. Fascinating. Wow.
Well, they say even with that bass line, when Luther Vandross requested it, they thought it was really corny. And then they just trusted him on the process. And it literally is one of the most iconic things.
There's so many songs where that happens. Like there was a great one recently where the documentary about Live 8. Anyway, whatever. We're talking about Luther Vandross. I nearly went into Michael Jackson there. And then I think I did some James Brown with the but since everyone loves Luther Vandross, in this country especially, I thought it's no use me just showing you visuals. Let's have a look at a bit of the trailer where you can hear the songs, for Pete's sake. So out tomorrow, it is Luther, Never Too Much.
I used to sing for Roberta Flack, that medley. David Bowie. David, new talent. He whispered to me, I love this guy. And I'm like, what's not to love?
Luther said, I have a sound in my head. I got to get it out. So we went in the studio. Says, okay, it goes boom, 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 boom. I said, this is a quirky little bass line.
I can't fool myself. I don't want nobody else to ever love me. You are my shining star, my guiding light, my love fantasy. It was the most exciting time in the world. My head, my heart, everything was immersed in this business.
His life had some extremely joyful moments. 4 albums and all of them platinum. And some really difficult moments.
He felt strongly he was being treated in a racist way by the executives.
It's amazing.
He would say, I feel like a trick has been played on me. God has given me everything I asked for, except one person who loves me.
I love him so much.
That's so sad.
It is sad.
That last line?
Yeah. We were just talking about, because we were talking about like songs that he adapted. And I think the one was Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young. Love the One You're With. And that lyric is, and if you can't be with the one you love, I'm not going to sing for you.
Why not?
Come on.
Love the one you're with. But like, where this documentary will delve into, I've not seen it, by the way, this is not a review, but this is from what I know, delve into the questions of, and it really should not be a question, his sexuality.
Yes.
How do you love the one you're with if you can't be with the one you love? Like, in an industry that probably would have screwed him over if he was like, hey, y'all, I'm gay.
He also said that he didn't want to disappoint his female fans by coming out, which is the craziest thing to think that he would consider others in his pursuit of love.
Ladies were chasing George Michael until the last day. But that's the sad
and
world we
Michael
live in.
Jackson.
But you know, that's the thing about the pressures of being part of a certain label in terms of a label saying to you, like, we need to sell here.
Yeah.
So if there's anything that you are going to do to compromise sales, you need to shut up about it. And I think that's terrible.
Well, we're seeing this right now with, musicians being pretty cowardly about genocides and stuff like that. But anyway, Luther Vandross, man, obviously, what's really cool about this is it's executive produced by Jamie Foxx.
Wow.
Oh, man.
And also, interestingly, Colin Firth.
What?
Yeah, that's a big O. Like, what?
Colin Firth?
Well, clearly you must be, of a persuasion that loves just good music. I mean, other people are allowed to like R&B too. Jamie Foxx then appears in some of the interviews. Obviously not Colin Firth. I don't know how much he'd weigh into the music. Mariah Carey appears in some interviews as well. We were trying to remember what was the song? Oh, the song that they did together, My Endless Love.
Yes.
Yeah, Carl's going to sing that for us.
I would, that's why I love that.
Do it.
Your falsetto is so beautiful.
Fakii Isaac was here, that's why I'm going to leave everything to him later. That's going to be fine.
Please.
Yeah.
Please. So there's the man, Jamie Foxx, Mariah Carey, it's got archival footage, obviously, from his work with Aretha Franklin, Dionne Warwick. They mentioned David Bowie.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And I mean, just listening to the warm-up for the performance that we're about to see as well, it was amazing, like, being illuminated to the fact that Luther wasn't just like, oh, sing a note, sing a note, sing a note. And breathing wasn't just timing. Breathing was also part of the performance.
Yes.
It's so weird that breathing was a musical instrument. I don't know how to put it, but they called him like the Velvet Voice. They called him the Pavarotti of pop. And you all get to celebrate and appreciate him in the documentary releasing tomorrow.
Oh, that
on
is
the big
so
screen.
exciting. You can't even give it a popcorn, but I'm sure you would 10 out of 10. Like,
it's right now among critics, it's hitting 90 out of 100.
Wow.
So, and it's, you know, this is why it's produced by CNN Films, co-produced as well, I should say, obviously by Oprah Winfrey. There was a lot of faith in the making of this. Interestingly, there's some controversy. I believe Patti LaBelle wasn't happy about some of the things.
I saw this. They said she didn't paint it very well.
But this is a documentary, man. Like, we're trying to show he was human. Patti, you were human too.
Also, it's a documentary. They use real footage, so that's you, girl.
you said those things.
You said those things.
But yeah, hey, out tomorrow. Yeah.
Oh,
you know what to do.
amazing. Luther Vandross, Never Too Much. I really can't wait to hear Fakii redo Luther for us.
The way he does, there are certain songs that only Fakii Isaac can do, and he's actually performing a little bit later. But I do you want to get back to what I asked JP earlier? Your favorite biopic?
Oh, geez, putting me on the spot. No, I actually had to like look through lists, and I was like, Malcolm X by Spike Lee. Is a masterpiece. Denzel Washington.
Yes, man.
Denzel, how
which has an appearance by Nelson Mandela. Jeez, what a powerful biopic.
Wow, man.
And therefore something to be able to intersperse. Like I was saying, you know, it's not just a boring ball of flesh and human. It's like, how does that human reach into a world and back up and down? And like, what is the interplay? And how does the world make us and vice versa? Malcolm X is a masterpiece.
I knew you'd come up with the greatest
greatest
answer possible.
answer.
That's fantastic. And I agree with you completely. It's really good. But you know what? Luther Vandross, great documentary coming your way. And then, of course, the music that we need to celebrate as well. And that is on the way.
Absolutely, it is on the way, and in honor of Luther Vandross, we have brought the ever so talented Fakii Isaac. And the man is known as one of the best revered Luther Vandross tribute acts, and especially when I hear your voice, man, you literally embody so much of him that I feel like I'm there, I'm listening to the man himself. But with your influence in Luther Vandross, when did you start listening to him? How did he impact your life? And did you ever think that you'd end up being, in my opinion, South Africa's probably most revered Luther Vandross act in the country or the continent, bro?
So I was introduced to Luther Vandross in 1994.
Okay, nice.
Through a song called Impossible Dream.
Oh, that's a big one, man.
You know, I had music at school, so I was part of the school choir, so that was sort of a classical background. And at home, I had sort of the Motown and soul music playing all the time, you know, with the Manhattans, stylistics, and just too many to mention right now. And then 1994, my cousin comes home, he had purchased a CD, 1994, 95. He purchased the CD, and he says, "Cuz, you need to listen to the song." So he plays the song, and I'm like, oh, okay, classical, right? And then all of a sudden, to dream. I'm like, that's, you know? So it was like a perfect marriage of soul and classical. I was like, can you do that? I didn't know you could do that. Like, and I fell in love with the song firstly, and then I started sort of investigating who's this guy and what's he about. And that's how I was introduced to Luther Vandross, and I absolutely fell in love with the man. And his vocal ability, his ability to tell a story through music, the way he uses his voice, even like, and they mentioned, you know, like even his breathing was like a song, you know? It was just absolutely amazing, you know, through the years, just listening to that, and I absolutely love it.
What's amazing for me right now is just listening to you and watching you as you mention that story, because I can see the passion, I can see your eyes light up, and I can see that this man was a catalyst to the incredible magic that you're sharing with us today. So let's do exactly that, Mzansi, because obviously we can't have Fakii Isaac here and just have him talking. We're going to use all his talent. So taking onto the stage right now is the man himself, and this is Buy Me a Rose by Luther Vandross. Stage is yours, brother. Have fun.
Hard to give her all he thinks she wants, but it tears her apart, 'cause nothing's for her heart. Buy me a rose, call me from work. Open the door for me, what would it hurt? Show me you love me by the look in your eyes. These are the little things I need most in my life. Now days have gone from years of feeling all alone. As she sits and wonders if all she's doing wrong. 'Cause lately she tried everything just to turn his head. Would it make a difference if she said, buy me a rose, call me from work, open the door for me, what would it hurt? Show me you love me by the look in your eyes. These are the little things I need most in my life. And the more that he lives, the less that he tries to show her the love that he holds inside. And the more that she gives, the less that he sees. This is the story of you and me. So I bought you a rose, my love, my love. Don't do a heart that I've hurt. And I hope you notice this look in my eyes. 'Cause I'm gonna make things right for the rest of your life. And I'm gonna hold you tonight, and do all the little things for the rest of your life. Your life.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It is a Thursday, feeling like the weekend, feeling like a Friday, and even more so because every day is Get Payday when you play Daily Lotto for an estimated 520,000 Rand jackpot this Thursday. So what are you waiting for? I'll ask them.
Good question. What are you waiting for, guys? Come on, you got to buy your tickets now, and you can do it in so many ways. You can go in store, you can head on to the nationallottery.co.za website, the mobile app, cell phone banking, or you can simply dial *120 *7529# and then follow USSDs. It's that simple.
So many ways to win. Now, all these details are on our social media pages. Go and check them out, and also check us out. We are all there, and play Daily Lotto for an estimated 520,000 Rand jackpot today for your chance at a huge payday. So play right now.
Yeah, let's get it.
You know, to win that would be an impossible dream. Or maybe not so possible. Perhaps you need something that is so amazing, you know? And I mean, if this man was my pops, I would now dance with my father again. But no, today we are celebrating the ultimate love song collection. That's Fakii Isaac's show, 15 Feb, just after Valentine's Day. I believe that Andrea Fontaine's going to be there, Karen Kokia's going to be there. It is the perfect Valentine's gift, so grab yours at Web Tickets. The tickets are available to you, and purchase something beautiful for a loved one, which is a session with Fakii Isaacs and friends. That's in Joburg. Right now, we got you a little teaser, okay? We're going to get this one to you for free. Fakii Isaacs is going to do Luther Vandross's Here and Now. And when is he going to do that? Here and Now. It's never too much with you, Mania. Never too much. Never.
Yeah, 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 yeah. One look in your eyes, and there I see just what you mean to me. You're in my heart, I believe. Your love is all I'll ever need. Holding you close through the night, I need you. Yeah, yeah. I look in your eyes, and there I see what happiness really means. The love that we share makes life so sweet. Together we'll always be. This pledge of love feels so right, and ooh, I need you, yes, right here and now. I promise to love faithfully, yeah. You're all I need, hey. Here and now, I vow to be one with thee, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Your love is all I need. Say yeah, 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 yeah. I look in your eyes, and there I see all that a love should really be. And I need you more and more each day. Nothing can take your love away, and more than I dare to dream, I need you, yes, right here and now. I promise to love faithfully, yeah. And you're all I need, here and now. I believe in your love. I'm starting right here, right now, because I believe in your love. So I am there to take the vow, give it now. I promise to love faithfully, yeah. 'Cause you're We're going to take you home with this one. Song that was released in 1981, and it's a banger till this very day. Beautiful people, yeah, no, never too much. Star, my guiding light, my love fantasy. There's not a minute, hour, day or night I don't love you. You're at the top of my list, 'cause I'm always thinking of you. I still remember in the days I was scared to touch you, how I spent my day dreaming when and how to say I love you. You must have known that I had feelings deep enough to swim in. That's when you opened up your heart and you told me to come in. Oh my love, 1,000 kisses from you and never too much. 'Cause I just don't wanna stop. Say oh my love, a million days in your arms, never too much. 'Cause I just don't wanna too much, never too much, never too much, never too much. Yeah, 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 yeah. Never, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Come on. And I never, yeah. Listen, I woke up today, looked at your picture just to get me started. I called you up, but you weren't there, and I was broken hearted. Hung up the phone, can't be too late. The boss is so demanding. Open the door up, and to my surprise, there you were standing. Who needs to go to work to hustle for another dollar? I'd rather be with you, 'cause you make my heart scream and holler. Love is a gamble, and I'm so glad I am winning. We've come a long way, and
Another feel-good production.
I just don't wanna stop. Say oh my love, Say, oh, my love. And I just don't wanna stop. Say, oh, my love. Too much, never too much. I just don't wanna stop. Oh, my love. Oh, yeah. Oh, my love. Yeah. Thank you.